Finder is a real estate company that focuses on property development within the Gambia. We pride ourselves with providing not just quality and durable houses, but also state-of-the-art designs tailored to our clients' tastes and expectations. Our unique experience and expertise is second to none in the industry. We are currently building and selling 3-bedroom bungalows at Sukuta Traffic Lights and Jabang. We're also building and selling 3-bedroom story buildings at Sukuta Paradise. Other sites are also in the pipeline. With Kerr Finder, payment options are available. With just 40% deposit, you can get your house started. For more information, contact us on 329-5188, 727-0049, 709-8418. You can also check us out on Facebook and Instagram at Kerr Finder. With Kerr Finder, you are assured of a secure investment.
Are you tired of your outdated mobile phone? Are you in search of the latest and most advanced mobile devices available? Look no further. Welcome to Smart GSM Technology, your ultimate destination for all your mobile phone needs. At Smart GSM Technology, we take pride in offering the widest array of cutting-edge mobile phones on the market today. Whether you are an Android enthusiast or an Apple aficionado, we have the perfect device for you. Our dedicated team of experts is here to assist you in finding the ideal device that fits your lifestyle and budget. Whether you are seeking a sleek and powerful flagship phone from leading brands like Samsung, Apple, Huawei, the latest Tecno and Itel phones, or something simpler like original Android and iPhone chargers, power banks, flat screen TVs ranging from 32 to 55 inches, and various electronics materials, we have got you covered. Looking for a budget-friendly option without sacrificing quality? We offer a wide range of affordable smartphones that still deliver outstanding performance. Are you one of those who crave innovation? Our selection includes the latest foldable phones with their futuristic designs and versatile capabilities. But it's not just about mobile phones themselves. At Smart GSM Technology, we understand the importance of accessories in enhancing your mobile experience. From stylish cases and screen protectors to wireless chargers and Bluetooth headphones, we have everything for you under one roof. And let's not forget about our exceptional customer service. Our friendly staff is always ready to assist you with any question or technical issues you may encounter. With Smart GSM Technology, you can own your dream mobile phone without breaking the bank. So why wait? Visit Smart GSM Technology today and unlock a world of possibilities with our incredible range of mobile phones. We also offer mobile phone repairs. You can find us at our main branch at Tabokoro Nice Building, as well as locations in Talending, opposite Fabakari Tombonjara's compound, Latrikunda at the Bamboo Garage, and Base beside the EcoBank. For more information, feel free to contact us at 7466-360 or 75-333-68. Smart GSM Technology, where your mobile experience begins.
Assalamu alaikum baringol ngali konton kali bismillah ko rege mo be Kerr Finder jibe ka nyin tembenna
alla di grand Bantaba programme mutanale ne min kana arjuma ni nyi wato sitambe mulbi bismillah la mul mi alon ko wolle ka si ka nyim programme jibe arjuma mol mi alon ko wolle be Gambia Bantala America Europe of course Gambia banko kan jamba fula mo be ko al bismillah nyim programme do kodake mi alon ko mo jamal kasi e ka jibe ila telel to surtout mol mi alon ko wolle ka jibe YouTube live mba fula mo be don altente nga subscribe na YouTube channel kutoto min kera Kerr Media ti mil ba jibe kan Facebook fanan al kana nyina ka se barika star jama fanan sen Kerr of course ngana sponsor tendo ke jay baake millennium programme fasa ka sembentu yandi adaba kono wolem smart GSM technology ti mi alon ko felenting tabo ko nice building ika mobile wa foleke aning television wol fanam be bulle nal frata je don alsi itel techno Samsung alsa be sanno nyin dulato min kera smart GSM technology ti iPhone wol fanam be bulli jele kendemal flat screen television wol be bulle kando fanan narale fanal bijele mi alon ko ke wafi da di malla bari original charger fanam bijele lafta sifa o sifa la be smart GSM technology bulu mi alon ko felenting tabo ko nice building trending ebe opposite fa bakar to mo jata la kordato bari lati kunda be bambo garage ro basse ebe eco bank le balaje donc alsita smart GSM technology ale bagas kende kendol sanje bari of course am Kerr Finder itol ka korda wa foleke Gambia banko kan jang Kerr Finder mo bundalti mi alon ko e korda soto Carol Bell Gambia jang of course al lafta korda la dawoda alba soto nola am Kerr Finder bulle mbafula mo beeta al lafta location la albe korda soto le mi alon ko al lafta le ka korda lo fanan kale ne natra kene kensengole bi bulo ila Kerr series fanan pareta mi alon ko be burfoot ni mu korda lo rim bandi ngolle ti natra ite lafta ka san don al Kerr Finder contact no ila number be tara barikan screen o dum al sela number tano jele LG ning suñu Kerr fanan ngebe tendo ke jay LG ning suñu Kerr bebe MFH problem koro al sitano ila bagasolu sang surtout ila tabirlam bagasolu mi alon ko ka wolle wafi ani la jama la ba television ngol mi alon ko wolle fintindi ise muna fanno ala ila bun kono watara imam bata oto mobe si don ila kundal to mi alon ko lebe Gambia banko kan jandon iba jala ko ise bagas kendo soto watara imam bata dala mi alon ko fanan sone ata bakele ngani company le be tento ke jay bake kanyum programme fasa ka sembentu yandi of course am katara di grand Bantaba ko ma bari milka jibe fanam ba fule ko al bismillah ani arjima ko ten nyaata do manin don al ben lon tan jela bari janni of course am nene welcome another grand Bantaba again
okay mada ko seyo dina len ne it's lu nekka fi grand show bi dafa grand panelist ñu grand te saa yu ñëwee toog ñu won leen ne show bi ndawut gas buñ indi gas bu grand lay nekka so tey nag man I declare na we going to have a grand ba ñetti yoon nag grand guest.
Yes.
You know,
yeah.
the call we had, you know, the request we had, and we've been working. And of course, today, in the England, King and Yaga Buga Diga, King and Yago Buga stay in the England, grand guest. The Windan one guest bidding and Dakorak man. Kon di commencer rek niñ ko dé nima ko dé défé sa yu nekk né assalamu alaykum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh di nuyu ñepp ñi nga xamné ñoo ñuy sétane way ñëkke ko ci suma chamé ñu ñaawut yi buuba suma boss moy directeur bi mom mo ñu né bayil ñu bay defal ñu def
né bay di mo boss
demal ñu dem togal ñu tok so boss mo dis rek so ñu nangul ko waaw mom moy directeur bi fi
mo be na protocole ya
State House
duro ya jay
Palindal.
Congratulations. Namo kana chocho nati
ara MC di dawulu
wako nga fole fona bula kana chocho nati
afodale fa banda senera
bari
ya Palindal
afoda duma nangu na sma
bari ya State House ta MC confuse indile do sa murana ne wa confuse indile do
advice mo ko mu duga fofu non tok rek way wala namo 1 o'clock MC Botaya
1 o'clock sudo
AM
MC MC tano be cross capel le cross capel biya ma wala
Molia Mamandi, a confused star. You know, that is like, you know, I was like, MC, no, nene, man, hamnala wa ninyo masonal, ninyo bayin ba? Man ko legi convince nga, legi delul nga wasan ninyo ne, lingen fog du lolo. Man hamna suma nit. Bari na mo nge kontong.
Okay, thank
Bi
you.
be brownling aning nafo.
Thank you.
Nge kontong ba ke sma harite holbe na manala lol.
Wow.
Wa hankay, it's like almost 3 weeks also my MC tafewu. Wow, exactly. Namanalo lu bari waaye xam nga moom dañuy gisante. Moom jege ñante nañ tokop sa.
You people are very close.
Okay.
moom ori gay am na benn di mu ngi def naka mu ne Caambabel Demba Caam xaw ma lan ko mu ne ma mais naa ko xaalis bari mu ne ma nee nag laa taga
kay xam nga sa waay da nga xam lu ko neex so moom dama dem laajte maama bi xam nuñ leen di tagee pour rek di wax lu ko neex ma fa jógee rek di gërëm ñi nga xam ne ñoo ñuy seetaan saa yu nekk parce que li ma koy wax rek gën a tax ñuy fee toog pour di leen indil waxtaan yi nga xam ne moom ngeen di bëgg a dégga yi nga xam ne moom mooy dox ci biir réew mi te xëj na mënul leen cee am leeral ñun ñooy ñëw toog fi indi leen leeral wala indi ñi nga xam ne seen xel màcc na ci ñu indi leen leeral pour rek yëpp jëm kanami réew mi yokkute réew mi kon yéen am ngeen solo si li nga xam ne moom la ñuy def kon di leen sant di leen gërëm di leen ñaanal jàmm ju yanja gu bari kër waa borom kër gi di ko xaasal Fatou ndeysaan moom dafa baax torop saa yu may tudd turam damay kontaan kon ngeen xam li muy def ci nit te xam naa ne du man kenn rek ngir jëflanteem ak nit jokkalante ak nit ak bugg a buggan réew mi ak bugg a askan bi ak bugg a jëm kanami réew mi moo tax lépp lu muy def loolu lay jiital kon moom dañ koy ñaanal saa yu nekk rek fanam di saa wante baawan lépp lu muy def yàlla teg ci loxoom yiwi yàlla jiitu si yiwi yàlla ànd ak moom yiwi yàlla barkel lépp li muy def di wax tamit ñu ñuy seetaan maa fi toogoon last week ne leen maa amoon soxla dugg ci kër gu mag bi dëkk gi ne coocoo ba naka coocoo siyaata mool be boy la mool be wuli la exactly
yalon na moy fana
bari
ni coocoo la lekata wala ti nandi coocoo la de annim foño tamit
bari koole ya sabunu andon lafta ka fo mool be wo ko kool kita kool soniyata mool kontanta pour ka fo mool be mi ya lon ko ye bulo don dije mbe tentula mbe jayla mbe duwale ala ye baraka ba kele itolla ila doko la ila nafulol la naka nge way alel nafulo ila nafulol ala ye baraka kool be keta a ñama sayin kool be banta kool be banta ala baraka namo nte prefer ite dam bayo parce que bayo aman tiling
dol kanyini ga yamara man dinga kan moy bagay way yaron kal ya moy le sa man
no asenado
men bi ala nanang
asenado talebo welcome batebo kun last week nene video dol dada atata viral muna nay man raw video nte man traje de bari muna ay tije TikTok
ayo ki jan
kay janda
bari ite be ñu jeje bu ba
gis naa ko
No, you know, some people were asking me, but how come your friend was not on the video? I was like, by the time my friend had gone home, he was not there.
All right. Tell me more than your content.
Assalamu alaikum. Afalaikum Juma Mubarak. Alay mabe Juma do faranto. Alamang alay mabe Juma jama. Be jiber lal konto na bake. La wakilo me kake kanina programme ni jibe ani ka krefatu jibe. O mu puti me alon ko ay kono fa bake. Be mol konto na ke tentu ke jay. Ka mol men frank invite jang ka wakili kana jang. Banku doko lo mumbe be konto na ke tentu ke jay. Kanto ni banko ba kachalale na ben kanto. Bare nin sita konte kachala dron kumpol kaduni. So moment die fengo fendil don dawda ni kuma di jang do kara ke alana kila na webe opposition le ba webe mansa kundale ba webe political party do kud lal to ba jam mo kuma sinen di lal do mba fulale ko si na al kana si jan na al ka kaja o kuma ba ke surtout na public place de mon men bloko nde all the time wo mun na concerned kaje ko mo kana bor media na jang membe kerin dron yena ya sata muruti jang kiditi jang dul ke siti jang ko mo sit la jang bari membe je dro wala min ko ni e tumi yena ya bo ndi nyoto yembe je kudo fanando yena ya bo ndi nyoto simple ɗum ɓe afala mulen kay encourage dron pour yena sponsoral programme ni nyanta tambela ni nale be tembo men de say modol be grassroots nyanta futali mali tina no jam bar nin ka mobile no ka futa Bantaba to fal ka kacha men be duma ka banko la
kata real Bantaba to provinces
Bantaba to ba ma to la Bantaba real Bantaba na futa je mole kacha ni dindi wala maranyal ansa kundala kul mol be honest la nyaari le man sa kunda kon mol be ñoo kaccandi no la nyaari le politiko kon a dol ku ko don benna samale da hanila bar ni mo ke pol dunta di bol dunta be ñoo toto la wato wati nka mo dol le karandi kelola ndede ba dala ko sun ko la jam bar lu dol bi je wol be do ko sikala ñoo kam so mel be duma ñanta ko ni na pol ko adu bo wa me content even the youth nimbe tambla do ko dira krefatu thank you very much so ya ikan jibila ha nka kenya di na ko siaran nobody anyway ke enjoy that's the beauty of it
yeah
that's so the more control na ite fam katimila dia menke wati ni ka kacha jam o betara bage be fatu fanan control na wati na program woni to nyame more control MC ke MC de bal fanan control na bari mbem bulo le click la yel bari projet samana balito en problème
MC Nur
jërëjëf buuba
mu ne seen mbaliti
waaw mu ne mbaliti ki MC moom mbali moo tax ñu ñëwaat baak
muy set
dëkk bi dafa set moo tax ñu ri baak waaw waaw léegi ñu delluwaat waaw moo tax
ñun tamit ñu ngi di
waaw boobu
yoon yi
so am nga lu ma lay wax rek mooy moo tax mbir yi maa ngi nuyu ñëpp
dafa mel ni yéen yëpp a am housing project de yéen KMC da ngeen am housing project
waaw
gis na government bi tamit announce nañ last week
def ñu ko
pare ni ñoo dëkkee loolu loolu si campagne promise la loolu housing project bi campagne promise la waaw loolu bokk na si campagne promise si talib bi mooy road network housing naka project yooyu bokk na si
dégg naa wàññi luwaas
kon mi ne government si nu la gaa jëlee loolu loolu lañ bëgg sax loolu lañ bëgg yëpp képp ko xam ne yaa ngi
dégg naa wàññi luwaas
ñu door nañ ko sax bi ko soo xoolee KMC ñu faa liggéey ñu xam ne ñi ngi am low and salary ñu ngi leen alloqué ay land yoo xam ne ñi ngi ko jox gars yi ñi ngi fee nanka di ko dog seen salary yi so loolu yëpp waaw so suñu staff bi nga xam ne keroog bu ñu jox gars yi kiiti kër yi maa ngi benn paa bu màgget bu ñu ko joxee kayit bi sax su ma dafa daw ko waxoon ne di nga tam mooy ñu la jox kayiti kër pare ñu ngi ko dog
kanting yi nag
talibo alfanan teacher sol alkontra dile ani no sol ani police sol
do lay maje ni nga keno di mo do lay la mol ka wuri
non
okay all right
yéen maa ngi nuyu ñëpp di nuyu suma xarit nene foog naa mbir iso woon na coow si dëkk bi fi trop am na benn waay bu ma call mu ne ma 2 weeks laa dégg affaire bi 2 weeks xam nga Gambie seen bi waaw ma 2 weeks ma ne ko 2 weeks len nga dégg ne dafa dem State House dafa join NPP ma ne ko yow ma ne ko du ñaar ñoo gën a jege pour dem NPP dañ neene ma ne ko dégg nga mu maa wax ma ne ko yow mii suñu ma waxoon dem nga NPP naa ko góom ne dem nga NPP ma ne ko ñun dafa am luñ góom mooy ñun den jàppale benn suda ñu dugg si kër yi wax ak Gambien si campagne ak waa KMC ne dañ ko war a jox ci second term so nañ ko gunjee ba taam nga xam ne ñoo moom taam bi suñu taam la dañ ko liggéey di jamono naka si weeri koor bi nee ne moo doon saaf ndogu yi si jumaa yi nii council élection si dañ ko campagne ak mayo campagne ak naka si mayo élection si so taam bi ñoo dugg si kër yi di waxtaan waxa waa KMC ne jox leen ko taam mu continuer liggéey bi so duñ ko jox taam bi rek ñu war a dellu gannaaw bàyyi ko moom kenn mu wéet duñ ko def te ñun waa KMC la dafa mu ne kon ñun dem bitre waa KMC so mu ne ko yéen loolu la ñuy wax ni mu ne ko State House këri Gambia la wax naa ko fi keroog last time ne ko fi man ne mbiri political bureau ou political cross capital whatever loolu si bureau bi la nekk bon man am naa raay dem State House mun naa fa dem si lu ma dem si baro mun naa dem si advice yi mun naa dem si vice president office mun naa dem fu nekk so loolu waruñ koo gis ku dugg State House la ñu la cross nga capet so yooyu dafa war a génn si suñ société bi ak suñ dëkk bi
Okay.
so moo tax waa ji moo ko wee mu ne ko yow mii mu ne ko yow yàgg naa jege dem di cross capet de mu ne ko mën naa yow ñun ñaar foog naa ñun ñaar ñuy fulam bi nekk waaw mu ne ko ne war nit ki da nga ko war a xam soo ko man dem naa kër nee na foog naa too xam too si gu nee na man ma MC mu xamante ba léegi su la ñëw time bi fii fekk maa ngi jógee programme laa jógee de maa ngi sona ma ne léegi tey moom bala maa tëdd guddi dinaa laaj nee na léegi naka la man ma xam moo mën a firi ma dem nelaw because fu ma koob yaa ngi ma audi yaa ngi ñëw monsieur yaa ngi ñëw ma dama sonn apa sax comme man avis man so ma ne wax sax boo wax naa la ko bu baax ma ne bu maa ngi am pression fu mu nekk nii man pression mu am fu mu nekk musuma ko am suma koos waaw yaa ngi ma kool booy fu nekk ma ne suma koolee ma ne leen nee leen demul diaspora bi sax booy duma gaa yi kool monsieur ji suma fuun bi booy ma ne leen suma fooy de nee la nee suma ko fooy nee du ma defaale so man xama boobu génn bi
du ma dee acknowledge sax
du ma defaale
acknowledge
so am na ma dem nee na mu ne ma yow MC sa waay war nga ko mën a xam waaw mu ne ma yow yi sa waruloo ñëw fii di ma laaj wala ma xam nga nit ki soo jaaxlee itam nga ñëw waaw anyway lii rek mooy Gambien tam dafa am fu gaay teg neene mooy ñu xam ne independent party ñu xam ne tey ñoom bokkuñ benn parti dina am fu gaay di xoolee neene wax naa ko keroog KMC ma ne ko ñëw si ñëwee si that side dañ la óolu man maa ngi si parti laa nekk boo su ñëwee si benn comité ñu ne ko xam ne mooy waxal ko xam ne bokk si benn ñu independent nee ne mooy front line si kanam la nekk ni yaa ngi góom ñu ngi koo bàyyi xel bul foog ne tam si loo nekk nekkul ni la bàyyi xel because lii rek am na lu mu la war a woon because foo dem si dëkk bi yëpp ñu ngi ko waxantoo
si yaa ngi campagne
non déedéet dama ko won ne comme
propaganda
comme rôle am comme société bi right now fu nee na bokk benn parti wan naa ko even wan naa ko gars yi UDP waaw ñu ngi ko bàyyi xel
si suuf lay
peut être Gambia suñu laa bàyyi xel rek yow mooto sa boppa on a sanga bëgg ñëpp ñu kon ñëpp da nga di bàyyi xel sa step si tam bëgg fooy dëgg rek ñu xam ne am na suy benn technique sax uru na la war naa ko nee rek loolu du intérêt te war naa ko andi kan su laa ko wax kenn su laa ko loolu ma ne ko da nga yow opinion nit ñi indépendant si sama xol nekk waaw so lu ma wax rek mooy maa ngi ko nuyu bu baax tam di nuyu tam Talibo bu nga xam ne moom foog naa ne moom mbiri cross capet rek mooy problème moom liggéeyam yëpp ñoom seen liggéey yëpp mooy niñ cross capet xool dëkk bi toolo dëkk bi de ñoom niñ cross capet dañu def laay du taalu waaw soo liggéey solo la cross capet soo liggéey solo la cross capet sa liggéey moo laa delloo wax solo la cross capet liggéey ren wàññi dunda bi économie bi wàññi ko wala fi daan am garab dunda bi kaana gi dëkk bi liggéey loolu rek mooy mbir bi leeru cross capet
thank you so much thank you so much ngal tentukal je baake of course wallem na panelist oldi so mbe min kela dong be na luntamo dondilale me alon ko ngati la soto bi wal na luntamo bi mole mi alon ko mo jamal be batale nyinen kaka dum prayana on the grand Bantaba but biya natale on den jekirale ko biya be kela a very 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 interesting program leti because mo jamal batun kan ne am metale am finti media to ka interview ke but anatana grand Bantaba bi of course uncle Madi Jobarteh Madi manjare pour moya introduce Gambian sign ka state house karadlal be mo be le alo so ata manjare introduction la of course mole mi alon ko akalo mole bage ni nata ka hadama dia nyanto pour ka kanta ate mu wo kanta la balti Gambia banko kanta ka dia mu bake wala kola surtout natara e mo to nya akalo ye bakele ngatele soto bi nyim programme rum nabe kacala ku jamal la milbe dending Gambia ko la nin kul mi alon ko wolle be kerin Gambia banko kanjang Uncle Madi, welcome to the grand Bantaba for the first time.
Thank you. Yeah, Allah barakabak. Remember for a bit, Mandel Saharin back a bit.
Oh, I'm sorry for
yeah, so as I got water.
yeah.
Yes, not feeling very well. But content about a jump. Can you program or Jibele? What any what?
Thank you.
So bring decide Prukana go grand Bantaba, but y'all take a program or Jibe and I'll case answer back. Ko ba ko bita sanse Bantaba. Grand Bantaba.
Yes, answer de.
Ko ro ngana na wardrobe jibe. So nga den ka doje 7 years old. You know, ko ni non defan na best ngata ngan sanse no. Because Allah sanse ka kulia ba.
Thank you.
So, but I mean, this is what Naftamena. You know, Bankola Tamandirinya, Bankola Yiriwa, Banko Bella Sulot. Na Lual Londere, na Bundal Loni. So, Kaol Tamandi, Banko Dengli, see Yella Miro Bondi. So, like the political party will form, for example, Dulkatari, you know, Bunda Dul to Safa civil society. Dul be Bunda Dul to Safa media. Dul be Bunda Dul to, you know, or for Bini la Bundalo. And moment in Kule Sula. Samale or Sula. You know, Melbe Wafila Marseille to Marseille Kule or Sula. And so on. So, but the important point momenti, Keno Yele, Mobe si Afo. Ela miro la ludla baru kono komin ka lon fanan ko kono nga molle sikanye tombo sawo ko na nyaton kol e ka mol banko mara ka banko tamande for government abe central level abe local level and wol banko dinu fanan ni wol temo movement kontibo lankena morning kontibo fo nge korosi e ka banko tamande nyame kadu banko tamande nyaade mandal naare mo clean la miro kan ela la finno kan banko la tamande nyaabe loring luwal ka mel ko sa fere len d'accord tala so melbe nga mel tombon fo nga katrol le fay bam fo nga ita du ko la ban ko ngi appoint za fa public officers kabrim president fo duma e ka tamani luwal la banko la naflo le be bulu so mo sa fa banko dewle la niyo le be bulu ko and nite niodi intela enyanta lora yankoro sibeta keda because it la man clean wrong asikura ti mensi ke nani silo mantas atinyaro se wara baki so nde wala nda sula kaje ko uluwale kanta uluwale tama na melto mo ya noma banko dumbe momon ne bedabe ko Republic of the Gambia Gambia dumbe na free na de Gambia ela fatala damen ela fata memfola ela fata menkela yake so konanda bake kana jambi I wish mbesa harim baka no sudan si kacha beteke barbuton ala beta ngaji babe kala nyam.
Thank you so much for coming. Konang konanda bake le so definitely you will. Nga lafta ngamurun ko ma demande nga jibero ke national dialogue ketel non jam president wa political party commandile non ka kacha pour ibesi ke kilindi ya jibe be banko la interest jeno la nyamem pour ka banko samba moni mi la reaction ot I know you were not happy with some of the things me along ko wole ketano at the time but moni mi la reaction about this national dialogue.
Yeah, so in the first place ngamda ko manyana futalo fa ko national dialogue that is from 2017 ninga tasilol meltala ninga wolta yeah so bari wolbe manke fo banko ngambe telefone ya cross ko krayat molbe senna nyola kuma sifal bebe fola so ko al nga singa nyo commanding nga kacha okay ndenga memuta ni memu president foye mol jikende foye mol you know ye elandi ko nganiwo membela abetole so that ndagam ta ko national dialogue ke wati me manyana kala woto president banko kata nyamal amanta silola tinyar jamal le bekke kan so ndebe jikirin no natri nyimukulte alafta wala to nyakan banko ra kano kan kuta kono afolo fala ye reverse wol mel manterta ka nyama fu corruption lomba fu banku ko banko la maral bundal melbe banko la ko to kam fu jata kendalo lomba fu karawlom fu kudol yaji ko yetame nyama mol me alon ko sapete kan boyte kan polisol yewol be senandi yewol be bondi o ku sifal be bondi ha ya itande banko dun la ko many steps ta kaje ko banko wabita kan nyamin lafta nga muru baake to wo gambian yamen ka titarala nga house local de fala kuma kan anala mulla kuma kan ay lo kaje ko kumole dang because president ka kuma jamal fu memman nyang nyaton ko nyanta o fala a noma mol bije kabir minister bang fo ala adversal bang ala party de ka kumol fu milan ko manjang ha ye lo lata kaje ko wole bo so that ina o sina sai mol sawarni asi mol sonde asi mol lande ko ni national dialogue de ni kendin ay nyin dati karu saba commando karu woro commando sanji clean commando so ni nata woto butum ni o commando ke usaje mobe sina fo pare ye commando ke nyala mala ko ye mobe bulaje ha yo bari ya ke nyamen ndam ndako drong mala ko sifas jama sata politician ka ke dunya tarin be kala commentator roti drong ha and but nanata fentina bolaje so kabring ye nyin national dialogue ngama ni sante ma asikarnu lusi yo national dialogue report ole ya nyo bemba malon ko e man sakunda o bankola maral bunda na fulo dundije ko nga bem pour nga kul kacha bankola kul kacha o report ole o report nyanta lankene malal banko dum be aso mo recommendation le kata o kul to o nyanta lankene malal banko dum be aso an ngaji ko recommendation le be tamaka but kari lulu o siata bakene hanin sa nyin kol mambo so ndaga mo dron tiata rolom men ke keta kuti melon ka banko na flow tinya kese
so ko ba continue la so akam tele ko every year say national dialogue nyanta kelale or started this year le so every year say ba continue la do you think it's a necessity and then after covering it all leader damal benda so ye tax force million di wol fana nyanta tala no regional to pour ni mole ben ye kacha ko ya fanya me report mo findi ani sai but do you think after this national dialogue there is anything disappointing being keta me attend ko we shouldn't continue it or you think it should continue
angamara abe data nyamen comme ni ajibe briko I think political leaders in the state house Bela statement for Bantaje then ngamela da OIC fanang ikoye mol natije bari ndam da ko amang fanu anyanta fanu na nyame melbe nyanta bulala kono because Gambia ni banyi national dialogue kala fo Gambia manke political party dront Gambia isi Gambia kuntung fatna jamal musul bijanne kewol bijanne samalal bijanne mul bijanne alon ko safo persons with disability yaje journalist ul bijanne mo sifa jamal bijan so ni national dialogue fo agenda da me alon ko tonya bankola sulo abe tara lorin wala kan so kume manke o nyabuton and ko mi ngafanya me report o fana mambo ko silambe o kala regional quality abe kitimala because yaron kumem bankola maral bunda ba anyato bankola president ba anyato o be kitimala an ni manke kuti men kubi kuti janiye ni national dialogue sanji fula komando ye democracy day or democracy conference kale yaji and iko democracy a conference organized wise iko democracy but it a conference organized o kola o wato fankan kabo kola ibe democracy tinyaka ibe sapala molkan ibe sembo sambala molkan corruption man kele mol sudata menna banko den pour balwe sonaya wo be man jara ani manda loro silo kan kaje ko ngani silo mata o be jara la democracy man ke carte fayo front ni coming media journalist front o activist from civil rights political rights democracy mu fana mu mburo ni mbota quality fo mo le balunya so balunya men nyata democracy fana mu telewni tonyaleti kaje ko bankola nafulo ay mara kunke atani silo be mu democracy so ni democracy conference organize ete kata sila do ta nembe ol beti nyala alo o manyinya bu ni bota do fibi sen national dialogue o fana kolbe dasaring say ko be ka regional abe kiti manale ha because mol minale abar butung abe clament dron ka banko na flotinya ha satari même fon national dialogue be lori menkan wote soton no so ndefe ejantani national dialogue ya tenkondi o yela task force lo kunke ye agenda dada kunke and membe be sando on the president aya muta ko ni national dialogue latal ha lata nyinale zontalo ko banko pramol bijang and wo pramol bata defawna ton deme mu nyaton koti mem marta banko la maradona nga ellor soto nga nasul soto yaje butun ngam pareta kalo silo kan kaje wedada ano kumata ayo resolution ta ha because banko be al halo mento jakal warta bage.
So do you think regarding this national dialogue jamale min fole min ko the oppositional nim president ko kuma kawol mil fay nyokan jama wole kam murum back ila supportal milialo ko wolle ke support e kana kuma jawol fay nyokan whatsapp forum molto aning nyin jama laban dulalt. Do you think this is affecting our democracy opposition holding president wala kuma kawol ka mil fo nyoy nyaton kol fon
abe mon batande kam baka ben nasitan anu ngora na kumata nyaton kol ye nyaton kaya la tunkun nyaton kaya la kuliya nyaton kaya la wargalo yolo melbe be nyato o mu president kaje ko party soton fine bari above all that they as president na jutile soton kaje ko Cairo sabata nyimbanko kaje ko telewnin tonya sabata nyimbanko kaje ko gambela nafulo ay mara nyala ben sanayata ana gambe diwul nafa anu mukulda ay kali wotole ana belari constitution do ani na loi dol so ko kan manya dol bije ateto ani melba bala melba noma akana son wala so that even any national dialogue jibe one of the things nga mem for group do to mba kacha why don't ye political party leadership ibe commande close do aleta si face à face ite president alesi aliakacha
at first ndanga wala mirano kabre ko national dialogue ndanga wala mira, that's what I thought at first.
Yeah, so baro manke so saying ateka kumolfo mel jama manyinya and by atom nyaton koti for jabiro lek and last time UDP la leader uzenu ya jabiro baran konte ya mutako manyinya fana manya no fana because political party leader kilo kelim fana because he left a bankole marana so he fana mu leader ti as a kola nyaaw nyande as dimi nyaaw nyande e fana nyante mem fole nyanta abulanda ko konole ay tembe so weyo jabi nyame antam do manyinya anita rana be jibe ni mo flo lom problemoti banko kan coming melka cool fay nyoka so for president si ay fota tembe to kaje ko ndelom president moto president ndelo usenu double president so ita ni jumana ka compete so that itala job movement keno yele usenu dabe na participate mama kande na participate Halifa Saleh na participate and all the others so ita ni movemental nyo sabak because be plus already so ita ni nyo nyo sabak so for president yo fa of course the multi-party democracy le kono so political parties for no criticize and certainly usenu dabo bang other political leaders for ya criticize ala police and everything but hanne atari fang ibulata la fang by virtue of being president ni bulata fang personally amanga kutinya de ijola o nyaleti ofana iteta politika iteta luasi loka iteta ko munyatan ko nyanta banko kensunal banko ke client so bari o bugake and so certainly aka response from daho bulu and dawo fanana supporters lo wol fanal ka agitate fanal ka respond So saying akita a combative relationship instead of a cooperative relationship. And therefore, we find banko mamandilane. And we can see vibrations or evidence banko kan as a result of two leaders and relationship. Yeah, so ni do maje kon telom president ñil be ko la telom be la ñaton ko mo sa fa dawa fana ede fana sie famu da ko mu ñaton ko let so da di fana kan e bula ñindo fe but da bor nje o political party leader so be fana manya na silebe deri so wala deo o fana benna democracy tinyakan. Yeah. So the problem in the Gambia is leadership. The president and the political party leaders ila role momenti yanda slow mentala e mantar lore wokan beteke komi nyanta lola kan nyame ida la kumol ka kola nyo kan warande odolte mamanda fayte femfola and ni be democracy kono political party leka banko tamande yeah, because political party president kabo political party la kono deputy kabo political party la kono mayor len councilor kabo political party kono o e kamel tomba wala ka president di national assembly members councilors wo bundal the executive, the legislature, the local councils wala ka banko mara so mosafa budum banko aka melka banko tama the political party lo ane ka fo ruling government or ruling party. So ni kumembe waja political party nyanta jela ko ntemu fansum banko la maral bundaleti akala drong e man tombo na folo nyine bije bari ndefana be batun la be banda and that is why kata election so ni kumembe waja minna islam membe kerim banko ka ida fana te de la wofe ite de no la te nyaka sino te tenkun no la so accountability will contribute janim me civil society for o media political party le follow nyanta kala bundati melbe contribute bambande kanyi banko ke nyatlim president andum president fanan isi go for senu o nyim political party leader do la kolto bari nyanta men bambande la wolam president democracy you are a legitimate target of the opposition whether it hamada kumata man kuma bari imu legitimate target let not to mention the rest of the citizens because you are the one in charge. So for hamro fana na president to kajako mol ila right long kebulo chodina ane bulo chodina wati dol a chodrote atenyi nyala a chodrote kala tonyati a chodro mu tumiro to drone but that is because it all president. So it is not about you as Adama Barrow, it's you as President Adama Barrow of the Republic of the Gambia. So near the Buba Sindi JB, Fomole Bulo Chodila. And Membulo Chodila, Ndama Murolo, Barindo Membulo Chodila, Mendat Lindala, Menyatina, because Nambalu, Neo Babu at a Bulokon.
Okay. So talking about that, because it only in your saboleka tinna, police all kana intervene, kajele police brutality. It comes in terms of victim lady. The recent one coming witness is Madi Jobarteh. Maybe they discuss that because Matanyim is before the court right now. But police brutality, it a fake. Abe lafa kan ne fa abe tala kan ne Gambia.
Abe lafa kan ne. A nuclear water back. Dimi na water back. Nimi so water back na police. Ye bang kafaling. Ila tamandire nya petu woni ko wata baki yende fanje bring change kita 2017-18 nga articles do safi about police reforms yo tala Mamour Diop
former IGP
and command la office ko lafta na kacha so ngaje mola men lafta do hokela men lafta tilinna men lafta ala do ko men ngake so ngata dala ngako bring nga change soton wato my fatilo minister of interior ngale taro sen pro police reforms so ko tel mo soton and nka ko be kilana anu na mitino ke sinya sabala office ko ala police advisor bije deputy IGP bije wato abla sanyan nam anila crime coordinator be bije nga kaitol mersen ngenati nan nga review and nga police reforms de la niro because nga ko police Gambia police ndafana Gambia police support bakel o manke beat I'm the first to introduce human rights training at Tango in the Gambia police force Brave police human rights unit formed in 2013 that Tango nga resources nying nga over 500 police officers trained from police headquarters all the way down the country ning na colleague do menka facilitate Jundu Drame commissioner Jundu Drame so nga del manke police odi bari vanella do ko men baka nga security issues londe nga law enforcement issues londe and ne train yaje wo traino kono fa remember tocho nka sectional sort coming sectional sort on tocho aka case very difficult session net because police will jama ka foko tocho akumatan unnecessary tale wati do ha and janimbe ho banna and so remember lundo tango lon fang officer do akata be bundunga data ya be lodge bra banda mbelo fay akoje ko Mr. Jobarteh Allah nyin training bari nyin tocho delma agri num bari so solo kana nyame kunu tata ngamira akoy ko ndeka tocho ke bakala
aka tocho ke bakala
ha akoje ko bari birim kabo bila ndeka tocho bula because ika analyze nyame ka rationalize nyame boy mola ba musola bago sika itel ko mol nya jatele ala bago sika so ya sama station so for them nyimbe taw kana be kluba yan so nimma tocho ate tonya fula and because of that ni tocho ke wol kana so ha ndere ngata ngako baro menga fe ko ndere ngata does not mean atele atade yeddi mi mel lakan fo calculate ko wodi mi ya sabule ko nyin sonda ko atele atela
so that the torture can stop.
Can stop. Yeah. So gago torture is a lazy way of policing. Yeah. So Mamur job anala mol nga police reforms meltata nga categorize into short term, medium term and long term reforms that don't require cost. No cost reforms. And welcome nicely. Yeah. So ndeba jigi ko kabo Mamuro to kana for sign police will be cool tula sakodo nemira reporto membe bota TRRC yaje and all other things leba mutala ko police will sign ibarelas ko itel manke a presidential police force police manke la dogo ka masakunda kanta police mu kanyantor kanta masakunda nyante fan defend la ning citizens tema so I remember Brenda Mamuria, imagine what after Brikama occupy Brikama Brikama area council, and then the Serakunda one, and then the 3 years jotna before that. 3 years jotna from no kacha will back and ala concern resources. Ngako Mamul job, your job is to enforce the law. That law says citizens have a right to protest. Protest is important for our democracy, our good governance. All you need to do, tell your superiors, give me resources. But these people, if they request for permit, I'm going to give to them. Occupy Brikama Fund. I remember Ngamaran, vice president at the time, he called it a cleaning exercise in Brikama bucket. But why would you do that? The IGP is not a cleaner. I mean, community cleaner, or is not in the cleansing service of Brikama Area Council. Brikama Area Council, we are paying them tax. They should clean the place. If the youth feel amongst the Kobe protest la, boy nim citizenol nila maral bundal boy tema. Loye kanta, mo kana je mala, mo kana bero fai, mo kana moto jani, mo kana mo junku, me yake yeo bari muta. Bari ni ko bita beo ila balanda la itandele la kamfa ila ni ko ya ko tamaran duro be nyama mansene ya kabiri su do fo uraro o bela right leg wo bunya ya kanta so kumembe wanya silan ngana si for sign ya for case dol bien dol for na fine but come in never on a case you know ina jibe ya la mum dalila leka because president le sita comme gafa ka kumol bel fo mel manyinya e ka fo ko democracy membe banko siata le mel kan criticise me arrest la le hani e bel bitala ke buta ko take o man we luati nyale ha we so for democracy do bi jen nyo fo je o ite la na place o manyinya ande ga le tandala ko ella kumo mukuma timan ka mantal lorim fenka kuma kensa lo an ko bimbelo role kan e ka ka sapin in a way me alonko aboko jonglas nyol kamben no ka polisol kinan ibela ko rana be frin na in motol me alonko nomba tala moto werol be finding police keol me alonko uniform table e mandar uniform kono kidol bebulu that is that's a rogue state, that's dictatorship. So ni o manyal polisol bo ke kam fubi and then ajiki ko police bundang kol they disappoint and
because after all the training that you've organized for them.
Not just me, but since 2017 Gambia Police Forces support Jamale Soto. National Human Rights Commission a lot of training in the police law, a code of conduct ye ma ka develop on policing, ye guidelines on policing assemblies in the Gambia. Ye o document Soto. All right, others ye shows ye training and so on. So police left the money. All right. So for the IG, be member Sirinje, see the Mukta Ture. For IG alone, the police is a professional organization, it's a national organization, and it's a human rights protector. I know slow. Politician model men ko ilafta interfere na ala doko afa kono alda. Afa ko alda. But these citizens ila right ba buja na nga kanta. Wolo de la doko. Yo bari o manke ni bototo ni checkpoints. Ma understand why police only checkpoint kemole hadoti and a permanent structure in this country. Checkpoint, by definition, is an emergency response. Conflict areas, disaster areas, and so on. It's a temporary structure to combat crime, operational bijang, a checkpoint. So checkpoint is a temporary focus. But to make it a control mechanism. All right. Now, why were police reforms monkey? Kajako, how do we introduce smart policing? And but 8 years now, we should see a lot of reforms. Like I said, Morocco, there's no cost that the police could have done. So police all more okay. And neither Rajibe, near police station alone in Konyo Kanja, flip a checkpoint Kalaja. Police station man checkpoint center. Police station is a community protection center. But go around this corner, anywhere they put a police station, they put a checkpoint there. And what do? I remember Mantela Kembuche, Paral, the checkpoint in Kembuche, Botrom. Jamela time. Lano be jamfering, Wultanina Dinon Brakan do call. The officer there go look. Let the traffic flow. The foul words that this is my security. No, this is not for my security. Guys, I live like 400 meters from here. 2 a.m. If I am attacked down there, you cannot solve my problem. You don't even have a vehicle. You don't have a hotline here. So you have no use for me down there. And if you recall, Wajah Oil member next to that checkpoint a few years ago, there was an armed robbery there. And the armed robbers went. The checkpoint...
very close to the...
Yeah, and they couldn't solve the problem. So, but Kabrim Banjul, Entim Bridge, for Basse, military camps, customs camps, everywhere they put checkpoint there. They make it a culture. And war is not helping policing. And a mandatory police will mark can in their efficiency and professionalism, because that's crude policing, because that's like you just mount a force there, pump. So you don't do work. All you do is just sit down. You have to few hours, you have to retire. See. Okay, tell me. All right? And people bribing them. You see it all the time. So it is undermining the efficiency, the professionalism of the police itself. So that is one thing the IG should remove, because policemen are do because of those checkpoints. But go to government, tell them, look, give me resources. We need police vehicles. We need police motorbikes. We need police bicycles. We need other units. We need drones. We need gadgets that can check speed. But if you drive on this road, the recklessness on this road, So I can list many things, Malonko. What reforms Nyanda Kela bring 2017, a bank for Bijang. And so the police has been turned into a tool of oppression. And the law now jibere.
Memura ng police lo ko nyara demande nimbe di amala about the recent protest minkera, but ngara president wala land mi alon ke wala allocate gal di amo be sharing between the position and president of wala kam. So the Minister of Local Government and Lands, Ahmad Bako, President wa right sort of the land allocate. Well, that place is not a layout, so imagine the place where you la. What is the reaction about this allocation?
It is wrong, morally, legally. It is wrong because legally, by the Lands Act, the president must qualify to get land, because the Land Act says if you have your own piece of land, just one land, you don't qualify. Otherwise, then may apply. But I don't want to act illegally and unethically because I have a piece of land, so I will not go and apply. So it is really malo warta, anikuya warta, president amafang Londino silakan kajeko nyimake selati granda blaje yo menna daw ni ko ya warandi men ka lo karte ka usenu ja, because usenu da men fo opposition nyanda wala fola ka masakonda korosi bangola mara bunda ka korosi men musiloti men manke siloti yayi tande yo Ahmad Ba Gambia lon drong, and again ka itandi ko banko manterta kan silula nyame natari nyim banko bida kan silula nyame nga president so men lata democracy la and good governance. Ahmad Ba should not have been a minister today, because Ahmad Ba was a subject of investigation by National Assembly and they found him potentially culpable. So since the petition from GT board began, since he was mentioned, the president should have said, Ahmad, you mentioned it. You step out until this process ends. But the process ended, and the report is clear, and Ahmad is still there. So be no sita, katika land the president la, and at the same time, kasi koha ngamwe kutaka koya jamela land sitel mina commission or something like that to identify the jamela land.
In Jambur, Kasakunda,
yeah.
other places.
I mean, after all the work, Jana commission in Terrace Bank, don't implement that. Then to say Alcalon needs safe, they should not go and ask for some payment about land. No, that's all diversion. Ahmad Ba should not be a minister right now. All right? The president should have, suspended him or sacked him. All right? And now that the report in Mbota, the IGP should have taken that report and the Attorney General to open investigation on him and those other people mentioned there for prosecution. Because this is from the National Assembly. This is not you and me, our opinion. This is from a constitutionally created body. They did a constitutional mandate. It cannot be ignored by the executive. So that land, the president la, is wrong. And in lower manta, and in telling me to manta, memudrong had molom, because president ye land suddenly bentabida killing fula sabala. Koteke, iko bita land, sakodo land me alonko, iko ulondi pro abunda dole. I mean, o manke kuti me alon ko mo me alon ko ye fama jiyo soton yaje mo me alon ko e lafta tilmin tonyalla e ma hadume ite dunna ko to so ani ko warta ani so warta that nyin ku si falle be kere nyim banko kam fobi.
All right. So, Janni Beduna, this judicial officers bill and the National Assembly. Well, performance contract. For ibe credit bila masa kunda la water la performance contract me alonko ibe wale sign kan with these SOEs but also the ministries. Naweg le follow tata je naweg ko ila management sign yo wale la salary tala because ila performance anyanda futala dana mon futa. So can we get some credit dino masa
so hani man tend to DJ man jair DJ buba nyim banko manke presa adama baro la bankoti akeling nyim banko mum bela bankoti ala tamandir nya mantel loring mo klina miroka mo klina lafinoka hani alqur'ano ni bible nyim banko man tamaka wasiloka ala la slofa nyim banko be tamakan constitutional kan del hana madil melbe gambe bendada adana loi din dol so wol constitution kono ay sembo di president la ye bundalo ka banko la tamandir nyaka sonandi bolo so you can create a commission for so it's constitutional but banko la constitution ay menyin ka wolom banko la marar bunda ay lankenama ay kondibo ay silo normal so bring performance contract signed with these SOEs go for 3 or 4 SOEs it is a contract go jene they may sign o contract on daga on nyinin kan le until last week mo bu ka jabi fa nganyinin ka dulalto me alon ko ngalo ministerial budget permanent secretary ba forumol to they don't even respond yamba so ibe mo kontibono la nyaadi le e nyanda kontibola benda o malankenama foi lankenama because o SOE commission amanke prove Mr. Barot or those SOEs that SOEs commission is for you and me as citizens kaje kon na bankola bundal na bankola na flow e tamani sila na mensa hayat so o contractol mandi now nawegla reporto e maodi o reporto le and then inata luata me alonko fonko e gafanya dile iko ye 5% le bondi do kulala joto naveg be hani naveg be te responsible no la wala so SOE's commission I'm disappointed as professionals you understand mele lualo mele performance management they know administration and policy and development would sit there iko blanket flat punishment to everyone for the performance of an institution. That's unfair. It's baseless. Yeah. So they tend to measure because nying SOE commission I commission no letter J. There is already an SOE Act. Commission to there was an SOE Act. Maybe J Cabrin 1980 ma found. Na SOE il tilimbalia memme Gambia. Tinyaro memme Gambia. SOE il beo tinyaro mena ala metamitale. Ibe bankora na flow pisir pasar kanyame. Because SOE state-owned enterprise yedera kufura leka. Pour banko diun ila sulol yeol timmande banko diun lafta menna yehodi banko diun la flanjang e tamako business all so that ye kolo soton profit malanko yadi government la so government la business all lom banko diun to yaka but eso il mel bebe Gambia jang e kamune di gafa dividend di mansa kundala o bankula mara bundala yaje dol bukadi atol ni dol yadi ni sadi jari tadi la ni 5 million di jari sira 20 million di so and then wo SO il be ila tamandiri nyame me alon ko ikatari funkol kono bolo kono wati so da ni boyta ma sakunda bankola mara bunda le kana kotake ke bailout the auditor general report of GB 2018 the SO is bailout $11 billion Ike bailout they don't pay back and they can like social security workers money if they don't pay back the service manager that deliver they don't deliver it well the profit they should make they don't make that profit. So why should AfriCell or QCell make profit? Gamcell is not making profit. Why?
And they are all doing the same business.
Yeah. Why? Why should GNPC, JOL make profit and other and GNPC is not making profit in a dakala nyame? Yo, so nyilbe jele kana float nya abunda seta ka ferio tamandi ferio barani mbanjul isura tamune ka ferio tamandi. Gambe Ports Authority, Gambe Ferry Service, Ibuko Keno. Ka ferio tamandi. Ye mol alkarant. Ase mol balbulo. A joran balbulo. Ka mol manage kaja ko ferry service ta efficiently. 24/7. Why? Because mobuke kontibo. Ilafta menne ka wala ke idate mola kuto ni mol batata mola hajolo wat. Kurang. Isurata muneka kurang tamandi. Gambia is 2 million people. From Banjul to Fatoto, 400 kilometers. We don't have big mountains, big rivers crisscrossing, no barriers, natural barrier. Kalano Sabah from Banjul to Kakuraundi. You cannot do that. Molka see 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. One day, Ibuka Kurang Soto, and Kurambe Nawe Kadi Amanke, Gambia Bele Kurang Soto. There are places in Atela Nundulajan, that Kurama Fraji found. Now go there next to Banjul.
Yeah.
But even when landing mean Alka Kurang Dila, Kurang Bukasoto. But go to Nawe.
You go next 2 years.
Yeah, but Lanjing Kumo, Jameko, some time ago, ni Kurangman 24 hours Kurangman Soto, I say Usubono.
Yes, I remember that.
2017, when Barrow came, the first protest we had was Occupy Westfield because of electricity.
Yeah.
At Aranawek, by December 2017, Kurang will be king of the history.
Yeah.
So we're in 2024.
We are washed off.
In 2 years, Kurang will solve Nyame. But in the meantime, Bankola Nafulo from the Melka consumers millions. The bailout Nawek from government, millions. The World Bank, IMF, and ECOWAS, other projects that went into Nawek for electrification, millions. In a country, the farthest point from Karton to Amdala, 80 kilometers. You cannot Alkaranta. What do you need to provide electricity in a country small like the Gambia? Then we don't even have massive factories. There are factories in the world where daily consumption is more than the whole electricity that the Gambia need. And equated current. So Meo Sabu, because we don't have a president, may along Kontibo Faham. The concept, the idea of Kontibo, I have faham, not to mention Banko Mara Bunda Kata Nyadile, development Yiriwa Kata Nyadile. Kabundal Topoto Ketamandi, Weke Nyadile. So that is why I can see Kanying, so you commission more for Molie, in 2 years it will be over. No. So the SOE commission, they tend to measure it. Let them show the report.
The reports all
the performance contract. Citizens have a right
to see
the performance contract, whether that performance contract is even right. What are the terms of that performance contract? What are the targets of that performance contract? Citizens have a right to see that. So a proper government, a responsible president, the first thing you should have done is to display it. That citizens, This is the performance contract I signed today with NAVEC. So then telephone be nyalo performance contract kang nga nyalo NAVEC kang ngi kontibo.
Yeah, ngalo mimbi. So now nga diam about protest la mi alon ko lekera. This week, last Monday, of course, I'm funding Kerr Finder like a protest. But first, with the permit yemindila. Najele permit on your publish, and you are not happy with permit or police or yemindila. Imantra content munelaji.
At all. So one of the disappointment in coming about the police. The IGP should be told he doesn't own this country. And he should abide by the constitution, which guarantees the right to protest. In the past, they don't give permit, or if they give a permit, they give permit sifadi. And new strategy ngaje a starter under Mahmoud Job. Citizens want to protest, you send them to the bush. Or you send them to a small corner distance of 100 kilometers, 200 meters. Or you confine them to 1 hour, 2 hours. That is an insult to our constitution and our sovereign rights as the citizens of this country. Protest ma hapusono. Consider ma for money and protest lale 1 day, 1 hour. Citizens have a right to protest every day for 1 year. Women citizens are reality and IGP nyanto understand. So I hope permit mendi what permit is intended. Kamola o nyanto to protest ka tinya ka sembo bang ha ka anafanta yandi.
Ja kamda man kondan time o nyinela anong yake damen.
Yes. The timing, the distancing, the placing, the conditions.
Yeah.
Conditions in general.
Yeah.
Conditions.
So what conditions? What are dictatorial permits? Those are the permits you see in dictatorships, and we do not expect the police should be acting with those dictatorial tendencies. When people say they want to protest, national as a parliament is the primary legitimate place for citizens to go and protest. It's our home. It's the national home. So the only concern, I will go there and make sure everyone has peace. That is it. National Assembly members, other citizens, protesters, that it is done in calm. But national as parliament is a location, every day citizens should go there and show their grievance, their disagreement, their, to protest whatever they want to protest. So Ntemang agree with that permit. And it is one of the things I'm so disappointed that the police, they still lock themselves in dictatorship, refusing to come out and embrace democracy.
All right. So saying funding
can I just say something in that? When I saw the permit being published, I laughed. And I share the same concerns because what I said is, in the first place, I think the permit is discriminatory. Not even the violation of the people's fundamental rights, constitutional right to protest as they want, when they want, but it's discriminatory. 2 hours time limit. Yeah. Okay, tell me how can somebody come from Fatoto or Koina to travel to Bon Road to join the protest?
Join and protest.
Exactly, within that 2 hours. Depending, you wake up in the morning, right? Okay, let's say, they say, okay, you can find your way. You have to come a day before. Who's going to be responsible for you? So basically, you make it so difficult that even somebody in Birkama, it'll be difficult for you to join.
Yeah, that's right.
So, Purman, that is really, really discriminatory. So basically, you just limit it to people who really have the access, the resources to come. But this is supposed to be everybody's business. No matter where you are, you should be able to come at your own convenience, at a time that it pleases you, at a time that you are able, it doesn't even, displease you or cause other inconveniences for you to come and join. But in 2 hours? Like, seriously?
Today you revoke this permit. The permit, today you revoke because they were called a day before the protest. Because of this, there was a bill at the National Assembly, so you cannot protest. So these people insisted I had an interview with them yesterday. So they insisted that they will continue with the protest, but they were receiving a lot of calls that you have to push the protest.
Can you imagine? So it's a matter of to convenient them.
Yeah.
For them, they don't see that the objective or the purpose of the protest. Why these people wanted to come and protest. It's a matter of when it is convenient for them. When it is okay for them, that's when they will say, okay, go ahead and do it. So it's like we're going back to the same thing over and over and over and over.
Again.
So basically, we're really going round circles. We haven't moved from where we've been. I saw people who were saying, "Oh, but then we should applaud them because at least they issued it." No, I said no. You don't understand it.
It's not charity.
You don't get it. You understand? It's not like they're doing a favor. And I saw,
Is that right?
you know, the police are the ones that have gotten a win here because for them it was a photo op. An optics thing, you know, for them to say, okay, we have provided the permit, okay, we were there, you know, we made sure that nothing happened, and then you took pictures, yeah, we're moving away. Oh, no, you haven't moved. I think it's a regression. That's what I feel. So honestly, I'm not in line with people who think that, oh, something good has happened. No, that was just an interjection.
Okay. Protest was about the National Assembly members' salary, and of course the pension bill, but also the judicial officers bill. Let's start with the National Assembly one. Munemela reaction about that bill.
Yeah, so I don't support the bill because the bill, that is the terms in the bill, I don't find them justifiable. In principle, I agree, National Assembly, judiciary, all workers deserve decent wage, and you know, that will give them a secure life, even after work. Now, maybe to rewind back to say, you see, Buba, this country, the state is a fraud. This country. The state we have, since independence, I've been loading for the people who work in it. That is the unfortunate thing. In the state, and state here, I hope Molia Famunam state, the executive, the legislature, the judiciary, and Bundal Bay, you know, ministries and everything. And they sit together, salary decide for themselves. Allowances create for themselves, and they legalize it. Now, of course, salary would have to be paid, and one can debate about allowances, about other incentives. Decide decide even the office can furnish. These are not things Malonko Abelari in the Constitution. There are privileges that you have a vehicle because to facilitate your movement, but it doesn't necessarily mean you have to have a vehicle or a laptop or a desk or so. But the state, at all levels, the officials sit together and decide this and share the national cake among themselves, forgetting, in the first place, the purpose of the state is only one: to protect the rights and fulfill the needs of citizens. Citizens pay tax. That state takes loans in our name. They receive grants in our name. If you look at our budget, we are paying over 7 billion, up to 1/3 of the budget for debt servicing. Last month or a few months ago, Minister of Finance said the debt altogether is 110 billion. Now, when I was coming to this place, where is the public infrastructure? The roads. The purpose of the state, the rights and needs is to have good roads, to have electricity uninterrupted, to have health care. But in this country, there's no sector that is serving the needs of the people efficiently, effectively, responsively. But since independence, state officials And the higher you go, is even better. Continue to enjoy from the national cake. So the incentive regime in the Gambia, I condemn it. We need to sit back and craft a proper incentive regime, and we cannot create an incentive regime forgetting also performance and delivery, the very function of the state. So that when you come to the National Assembly bill, all the allowances there, I question, because it raises the question, in the first place, what is the purpose of the National Assembly? Because what do we say the state, the other name of the state is public service. So public service is not self-enrichment, self-aggrandizement. I mean, to secure your life and your future at the expense of citizens. And this is also very clear in the Constitution. There is a section in the Constitution, Code of Conduct for Public Officers, that you should not do anything to enrich yourself. So for me, in the first place, the National Assembly has been acting illegally by giving themselves salaries and allowances and incentives over the years, all right, in total contravention of the law. The existing law of the National Assembly Pensions and Act was a 1997 law. It is there. But the salary National Assembly members receive today that they gave themselves in 2022 is a far cry from the 1997. If you look at the National Assembly building, there's a schedule tabling, the various officers and the salaries and allowances. So for me, what do we want? We want a National Assembly which is anyone can be. So you can be elected, I can be elected as National Assembly, to go there and secure the life of the nation. It's a public service. Now, should we pay them? Yes, we should pay them. When they leave National Assembly, what next? They can go and get a job. Their life is, National Assembly is not a career. So if we got to pay them, therefore, reasonably, what should we pay them? So that conversation, we should have it. And what I see in that schedule of the bill, I find it unjustifiable. Because apart from the allowance, I see all sorts of allowances. And like I said, state officials sit together and craft something for themselves. So they can sit here and say, we need a flour allowance so that we can put flour on our table. We pay your salary. Why do we have to have a robing allowance? A clothing allowance. The salary they pay you here, you go and buy your dress.
I actually don't know the meaning of the robing allowance. I saw that.
All right. It's clothes. All right.
Okay, that is robing allowance.
Yeah. Okay. So, telephone allowance.
No, the robing allowance is only for the speaker and the deputy speaker. And I think it has to do with what they wear, the gown that they wear. It's different from the general clothing allowance. Exactly.
That gown is justifiable because public institutions have uniforms. And so, like the police, we do not expect police officers to go and buy their own uniform, or the military to go and buy their own uniform individually. So the institution should provide the paraphernalia of the institution, and that robe is fine. Yeah. But why should we give any other member for you go and buy dress to put on? Yeah. And then the arguments they bring because...
But Madi, the problem I have is, yes, if at all it is needed, they have to wear that, right? It's okay. The institution can buy it. But then these are allowances that you give to them and then they buy it themselves. But does that robe cost $100,000? We tell us that.
Right. So I don't know where
you know what I mean. Exactly. How can they justify? How can they justify the amount that is allocated for that?
That is the conversation that I would want the clerk and the speaker and the members to sit down as serious individuals, as sovereign Gambians, to review this, to go back to the very rationale of the National Assembly, of public service, of why they are there. But that is salaries and allowances. We give them vehicles, for example, and other things. And, in all these public institutions, I can tell you there are budget lines that are not identified. They get allowances that are not listed, that you will not see. Now, so are you there to gather wealth from the national cake? And then you look at your performance, the very performance of the National Assembly, are you performing that function? The fifth legislature, I told the former speaker, Mariam Dentin, and a lot of the NAMs at the time there, I told them, you see, this fifth legislature, this is what will make or break the Gambia. Because you are the bridge between dictatorship and democracy. And for us to have democracy, good governance, the National Assembly is primary. So you, within these 5 years, are the people who should do the system change. But if you fail, then we've lost our National Assembly. And that is the situation we are in.
They failed.
So that's my issue with this bill. And if you allow me on the judiciary bill, it's the same thing. You know, I see things there. Now, you can say it is a standard in judiciaries around the world. Justices, you know, judges, when they retire, they don't get employed again. So, therefore, we have to make sure they are taken care of for the rest of their lives. In principle, I said yes. But how do we do this? All right. Because the point is, that judge is getting salary the time he is judge. How much salary? You know, but he's getting salary. And the salary you get, I get. The salary I also save for my future. So it is not as if judges, when they leave, so therefore they just drop into poverty and desperation and destitution. So yes, we need to care about the judges, their security after they left, their dignity as judges. But now, you say gratuity. Should we give gratuity the whole 6 months of the salary, you know, to that judge? Is gratuity, should it be 20% or 50%? Should it be 100%? That's a conversation I think the judges, the judiciary, and the parliament should have, so that there is rationality and ethics and legality in this. But we can't just say blanketly, but in America, this is what they do. No. What America can do, what Ghana can do, what Gambia can do, it's not, you know, it cannot be the same, uniform. So we have to look at our context. For us, how do we make sure we secure the future of our retired judges, and judges, as they are serving, they are catered for. So, but what I see in the Judicial Officers Bill, for me, it is just about grabbing, because the gratuity, the pensions that I see, and other incentives I see, I mean, I'm like, okay, what is the rationale? And don't tell me, yeah, because these are judges, because in other jurisdictions they do. Look, if you go to Nigeria, senators, parliamentarians, $7 million per annum salary. You go to Kenya, national parliamentarians in Kenya, millions of dollars. They are given iPads. You go to Uganda, all right, and so on. But and Kenya is not revolting against that parliament. At the end of the day, what has that parliament served the people?
Giving back.
So because the money is that we just create a privileged group. The judiciary, if you say we give them all of this, what's the performance of the judiciary? The cases that are running, how efficiently, quickly those cases, how easy is it for governments to access houses of justice in this country? How, is the judiciary, the service at as a whole, how is it being efficient? I went to Brikama High Court, the dilapidation. Like, one of the most important places in any society is the House of Justice. Go to any country, courthouses, by their nature, they even look sacred. Because lives are decided there. All right? That's why they have all these accolades. Learned men, lords. Some they call them lords. They call each other my lord, my whatever, worship, and so on. So this is a sacred place. But since 2017, what reforms have you done? You go to the Supreme Court building in Banjul, bare benches in the courtrooms, lights not, half of the lights not on. flickering, windows broken down, no AC, no PA system. George is writing in their book. Why don't you address that? So, but Buba, all these things goes back to the very nature of the state in the Gambia. Until the state we got from colonialism is what we inherited and occupied, and we continued with it. And so the colonial state was not for our people. The colonialists created it to manage us, to exploit us, to oppress us. When the Gambians took over since independence, they continued on the same path of mismanagement, of oppression, of exploitation. Just look at the laws. Lawmaker for the Public Order Act. It's some law made in 1933 or something like that. Now, if you look at all those laws, all they did is they just edited it. Where it says Her Majesty, they delete and put the president. Where it says the Governor General, they delete and put the minister. But you look at our Public Order Act, it is telling you things that is colonial. That Public Order Act, a serious parliament, a serious executive, that's a force you need to deal with. The criminal code. Just this weekend, I was in a Twitter space to discuss a law called the Lunatics Detention Act. Lunatic. And their definition in the act, it says a lunatic is an idiot. That's a law. Because the white people at that time in Banjul here are people from Boraba, Sawai. When they come, in Banjul, there are areas you cannot go to, and you start to walk around, there's an idiot walking around. You'll be arrested and taken somewhere. They have vagabond laws, vagabond act, idling, loitering, and idling. So we have very disrespectful laws in this country to show that the state is still colonial, is still oppressive and exploitative. And that is what the executive and the National Assembly should deal with the judiciary. All right? Look at the kind of, some of the rulings the judiciary is given. The 13-year-old girl raped in Farafenni.
Oh my God.
I mean, what is that? Huh? Cases running for 2 years.
You saw that?
Yeah. So you don't deal with the delivery performance, protecting the rights of citizens, the welfare of citizens. You are busy. How do we generate allowances and benefits as your primary concern? So me, I'm opposed to these bills. They need to go back and we have a conversation. Maybe that's the national dialogue the president should have. Go and create national dialogue to discuss the incentive regime of this country. Because it is a regime that is just there to enrich public officials at the expense of other public officials at the lower level, and gather all of them at the expense of the ordinary Gambians.
Thank you so much. I'll get back to you. Nene, we've discussed a lot of things, eh? So we started from the
a whole lot.
Yeah.
But you know what? It's important, but
a lot of things.
No, the thing is, Madi is not easy to get. So when you get Madi, you capitalize on the opportunity.
That is right.
Like you capitalize and get him to spill everything out, before you lose him again.
Exactly.
So I get it. That's why I've been trying to contain myself and say, let me just allow him to talk. Let me just allow him to talk.
Point. So, but
Go ahead,
from the
Boba.
national dialogue and also the pleas, the land allocation, the performance contract, and the protests last Monday, what is your reaction?
I mean, for the purposes of time, I'm not even going to touch on each one of them.
Okay.
I'll be selective because, again, I'm going to but it's the first time you ko and important na torop ci yini because ko xamne la mu ngi yëngu ci yini and being an advocate. But first and foremost, before I even comment on that, allow me to give Madi his flowers. Because so whole Gambia bi fu mu nekk nii, Madi is an activist. Ñëpp xam nañ ne loolu lu matcha ci naka xolam la, lu mbugal la, li muy def la tamit. But then it's good also to mention, I feel as a nation, you cannot only start to count. When you talk about activists in the Gambia, you start to think, who is it? Kanla. You know what I mean? Because you cannot really see them do it. Either you give up for one thing or the other. But then now when you talk about, and undisputably, everybody will agree, you like him, you don't like him. You hate him, you don't hate him. You know, you don't care about him or whatever. But one thing bo hamne ken munuko dispute moine, he is what he calls himself. That's the activist, the human rights defender. And he performs those duties, you understand, to the best of his abilities, correctly, and everybody sees it. And Kohamne is super consistent in what he does.
That's right.
It doesn't matter whether it's Nene or it's MC or it's Talibo. As far as somebody's fundamental human rights is touched, is violated, he speaks on it, he gives it mind, and he renders the support and the help that he can, you know, at the time that has happened. And for Songam, to be honest, and I'm speaking from my heart, for Songam, Bahiwut.
That is right.
Bahiwut Chideka Bifini.
Right.
And man personally as well, you know, he's a source of inspiration. He's a source of encouragement. Benga hamne, bode me buga give up, sir. And then you know, Madi is still there doing what he loves best and doing what he does best. Dagarus pobai.
Yeah.
And because mungla yokajom, mungla nyah ak yoy nono. So I just felt like this has to be mentioned. But my heart bled because after fighting for people for so many years consistently, regardless of who it is, regardless of the situation, regardless of how difficult it is, he speaks on everybody about everything. His day came, you understand? I mean, yes, that was not the first arrest or the first time Mary has an encounter with the police. But this was the first time, Bohamne, I saw typical real injustices meted on him. And I did not see people speak the way he speaks for people. I did not see people stand the way he stands for people. I did not see people stick out their necks the way he does for people. And that bled my heart, you know, and I felt bad. And if anybody else, so for joge dinga talk nga halata nga setan sa bobu ci miro bi ne kon man lima don def ndax nit ñi appreciate nañ ko ndax nit ñi bëgg nañ ko parce que bimu ñëwé the tables turned to me. I turn around, I did not see the people that I really did it for and things like that. Why it would have been nice, people gain, especially when we agree that it was an injustice. Yeah. So I think that the reason my ko because we talk fini. We need to be able to celebrate our people. We need to give them our flowers. Ñu dégal ko sen bopa dan buñ déyé ba nga xamné fofu nonu dara amatu fa important lu moy ñaanal len yalla because ñaan rek mo mëna éga fiñ nekk ñuy ko soga wax. And I did not see people do that. So that's why I wanted to say, you know, I really love and appreciate and honor what you do, Madi, as a human being. Pour man, so amut impact si kan, man am na impact si man. So ko can appreciate it, man appreciate na ko, paske man dama feel ne, it also contributes to who I am and also contributes to my stance and my beliefs as a woman, as a human being, as a minority in every aspect that I participate. So I just want to say kudos to what you do and I pray for you every day. Activist Barrywood. I mean, 3 I will name. Nyo hamne, I feel the same. It's Madi. 2 is Juka Sise. 3 is Pasamba Jaw. These are people nyo hamne. When it comes to send stand, halatu moko, they can want to change my mind about luñ belief and luñ stand. And it should not be. Imagine I have 10 fingers. I can only count 3 people. Yeah. Understand? If I have to add anybody else, dama am pour halatat ko and convince myself ne koko fit na that category. And I feel that we have failed as a civil society, as activists, you know, as people, feminists or whatever you call it. We need to do better. We really need to do better. All I see is so-called activists. You understand? Opportunity grabbers, right? Attention seekers. You know, privilege chasers. That's what we see. It's not about convenience. It's not based on convenience, and it doesn't have to be the person or you know who it is. It's the actions that you need to follow on. And honestly, I mean, some of them Barrywood, Madi. Honestly, some of them Barrywood. Doesn't mass. And I just wanted to use this opportunity to say that for the first time. It's in my heart. Yeah. I talk to people and say it, but I think that it's also good for me to say it so that somebody on dinaras because do next small bila. Now, moving on to the issues, right? You know, let me start with the protest. I think I have touched on it. Lu nekk na loo xam ne lu ñu war a advocate la so citizens ñoo xam ne ñu ngi dëkk ci Gambia bi ñu ngi fay tax ñu ngi fay liggéey dañ bokka suñ demee ba toog fil ne ñaar bu dee benn la sax am na right pour def ko suta mu nekk ñaar ñetta ñeneen war nañoo respect seen feelings buñ ko trivialize ñu jox leen cër boobu noonu pour ñu taxaw ñu ñaxtu ñu seet naka la ñooy waxtaane parce que protest bu nekk am na lu bari luñ cee mën a jàngee yëfi dialogue la ñu bàyyi leen ñu def lu ñoo def waaye instead of curtail their right man dama feel ne like I said earlier on we have not moved and we can do better we need to have those dialogue and you see people who believe in one cause, but because of their situation changes, not personally, you change, tuti, then their stance change. You know, it's total dishonesty and lack of integrity and lack of gum. And you see those people now, you get criticized, you get sen stance mu still fofu nono. And lolu boko defé ci dika motax dika bi mel ni mo mel. Now the judicial bill, the last time we discussed it, man dama feel ne ñom sen bop sa gumuñ li ñoo present. It's a trial and error because the chief person ko dem diko present, you know, man convince suma in anything else. Niko Madi waxe you know, if you bring a bill, yes, they have to be taken care of. Man dispute they're human beings. For the fact that sun jehale munatuñoo def lu man ak yow di muna def o keneen di def. So war nañoo seet tamit naka lañ leen di provide loo xam ne they cannot be discriminated or they cannot be left out or they cannot be destitute like Madi said. But ñoom rek gënuñoo important. If you had done a holistic, you know, thing, magesti teachers yi, magesti nurses yi, magesti policemen yi, you understand? All those people, nga gis leen si, dëgg they are priorities. All of them cannot be looked at one time. But let me see, all of them will someday, at some point in time, be part of this thing. But you cannot just bring one and then want us to give them what they want and then we all go to sleep. It cannot happen. Understand? Because ñëpp ci bokka. Moo tax ku nekk ngay fi ne ana man suma boss, man nak. Are they more important? No, nobody is more important here. Ni nga ko waxee man maa ngi liggéey. Understand nga? Suma salary bi ma aan foofu lay defee a retirement plan pour suma retire yoo xam ne dinaa ko use. They can equally do that. You know what I mean? Yeah. So is it ne man suma retire te save uma one, then I become poor, I become a destitute, but they are taken care of. So people are thinking about it and they need to do a better job. And I said here last week, the sensitization. One other thing I will say, because anything else I say about the other things is a repetition. The allocation of the land to the president. Poor man, the fundamental thing here, the president Mowaraneka, the number one advocate of the rule of law, doing things legally, to be seen to be doing adhering to the laws, right? Definitely war. So loi bi ne bayil, so ñepp baye bañé yow war nga baye pour woné né suma position fi ma tollu motax duma ko mëna def. Li nit ñi di wax né bokuma ci mo gën du man kenn. Dégg la ñu ko def ñomi neen executive bi gisoon nañ fi bureau foot bi ñu sédo ko paccio ko. Understand nga ne ñom ñoko elo. Kan si ñom moy mëna wax né amulo kër ci sa tour bo xamné sa liste mu ci sa tour. So ñom ñepp which means né that was illegal for them to do it. So pour yow as the president waron nga be an example. Ne dégg la bëgg naa ko waaye because of suma position te lu loi bi wax ne comme que am naa benn ci suma tour ñun ñëpp gis nañ bi président bi nekk président dafa def asset declaration and moom moo wax ne am naa lii so su dee yow am nga benn ñaar ñett ñeneen fu na about 7 la xaw ma 8 or whatever yes properties yoo xam ne and people say ne okay that was under declared okay that's people to say it's unproven. But yow si sa boppa wax nga ne maa moom lii maa ko am kon yow wax dëgg neex yàlla li loi bi wax ellawloo beneen bu tegu ca yow mun ngaa jënd soo amee sa xaalis waaye ellawloo ko so pour amat ba ñëw pour nga justify loolu amul benn way amul benn basis fu mu ko mun a taaj amul benn basis so I would have thought ne comme que affaire bi ñëw na président bi waroon naa ne ok citizen si yëg nañ li and bla bla demaat naa ma xalaataat ma advice suma boppa you know what I will give it back am naa xaalis bi dinaa jënda nga dem nga jënda su boobaa setal exemple setal présidence keneen ak keneen suñ ko buggee def dinañ rus waaye pour justify ko pare nga ne tekkaaral téye ko président mu ngi set boo xam ne at the end of the day dinañ lekkante ci dëkk bii nii land is a contentious issue boo xam ne you know I mean hello come on suñ ko joxoon ko hello billahi duma wax it doesn't matter how big it is waaye to be honest the morality zero legality zippo.
Thank you so much. Talibo, mune metela reaction.
Buba mbe konton na bake. Ngana lunta mba fana konton bake. Nkala dia mul moy, rediol kafo, kala safero lije. Nani menna kalyal mambe wole jojo. Afana wulina menna la kalyal mambe ay jojo.
Mo bele ma, very consistent.
Yeah, so wala be ko yiri kono. Ko be nga fale nyami ko ka sijan ka kachala. Tia fil nyami ya ko nya matina ndika ko ibe bolole wala mu toñati bar men kumata je dro wala me faham nyami dro wala nga Mr. Jobarteh konton bake follow men na wala mu president na dialogue wode kunyima balem mo manyana hani barama dun na ko do intala jero parce que muna mu wala nyindi ko ay ministal kumandi ba ay political nyaton kol kumandi ba mo lebe nyim banko kan mo mo dimbe ni la furundi jonki nyale dina nyaton kol funtita wodum itata je politicien o bije yille mu harba de banko kan civil society mo representative on yela bida ko nati ya funtindi ye time dila e funtita ya diam men nyanta kala to wodom nyindi president ya la kuma kan fo ay mira kumol fo adu dialogue ate kuma ta bakela bawo ni na banko jibe banko doata na adol be ñokono na dinol be ñokono bar mbi fara mankul fa am ñola fana so pour kawo mol nati momo di ni tebe dinol kono in dina ñaton ko ye kawande yo understand ni mbi tebe political no ma ni politique ñaton ko ye kawande yi taro no ma ñin lem kuti me atna lo me alon ka foko president o ñine ji ay dialogue ñin kumande because ni ajibe baka gagner tale folo ana tan dialogue kumalle ya understand pour kaje ko ka do ko sunandi be ma because do ya mira ko bawo ñinem president ti ala mansa kunda ntene nate do ko fonkati la ka mansa kunda sambentu yawo do kaje le ka foko politiko le ka ki do fara ni ngawo ke dron mbatele di maka o mansa e do ko ke instead ya attentu ya jay e kaje ka fo politiko ki da farol ni ngawo fo mo dole betala ina falala o president na bite na falala wala la mansa kunda la bite na falala bar na mo be kumande na diamu nyaato be tay la muliya nyanta diamu la tembe political party ila agenda face fita ikafu moli dino to no saba membe dino kono alkatar dina kilon kono alkatula fula nyoyete mu kafir walati wol bem kulati me alon kafoko wol bem kacha kunati adunde ngol be moy jele katu ndara len sita jengal la moy journalistol fanani ka kibarol funtindi nyame aka dol kijo fara dol buka fahamu be munen fu wol fanan be ma beta kaje ko wodu wole tamay saje society kendo e soto man sa kundala miro mu yeti adu mu mira kende balati okay ital men fanan ya lon ko lotam e kaldo mo la nyantol ndenga je ka e kaldo nyanta ko la ka advocate ka fu bari i 5 kilon katare nyantola karola bari la 5 kilon fanan katare dula dolle nte ka cross nyame because ni ko sula nyino e tenku ba fala nete tu fala kana sera
i 5 kilon katara mundo
okay i 5 kilon do katare politiko kono i 5 kilon do fanan katare la civil society programme ni kono nte ka ki nyale ni yakuma fo ibe molle kawandi kam ibe bile kawandi la mansa ani mansa no malankol ni ko mansa al molla nyanto kanta police le do ko ketek judiciaire do ko ketek député le do ko ketek ina mun na mansa kundala singri be support say mansa kundala ma wato bari banko diwul men yalon koy fanam beje ay tel fanan ni iyamar a civil society la banko ñini mal la ñantoti ali lodu lamu ñinati man sa fana lodu lamu ñinati
ayo fole
non mbato dronde mala bi diamu dama fu
okay.
te kala at fon la dokuo men siata je o man sa kunda doyalati bar ka civil society ñin karandi nte bu ko
you mean the citizens?
Yes, the citizens.
Okay.
Bi nimbe siri njambe kachaka. Madi ya tafu. Ntenga tafu. Do wulta drong alo tamadi ta dama kan. Nte ta mofo adun tiri madi lebe yola. Manke mana koti madi manke mana koti. Abe false la blado to nte fana be false la blado le.
Okay, let me give you an example.
Be mbatu don buba mbatu example o nyi sina woto dumani bare nte fon la mira lo be hani
ele diamo ke ma ko wala ya ngi ware time bi ma ko ele diamo do
yalo dia mo nyi abe sialale munemu dia mo nyi siata tel la karol
okay go ahead
so même bi je wala nyinti ko madi no la lord la menti die kumatal kaman sa kunda yamar al mulla nyanto dila o betatale bar citizenol fanane ka diamu ye ko nalbe protest la ñinem albe ñine fola albe ñine kala ñine ga bari ndaga mende madi non la karola man sakunda ko jibe to be honest mbebe gambe janne ndefa nan karal lamma wato dol ni udole audio bonda kama nga lamoy ngata la safiro fana jibe ko fana lamoy adum bankote tamano la wonya mbele be karanda ibe mbele fana karandila karanda le muti ko men kamoy man sakunda ite koy karantali bita kan tenni bita kan okay fine bar ndeka men advocate all the time won karandal woto al fana ni nda ale dum politiko kono yal kenyatun koti ali hani ali dum politiko kono ali palasol ta député bul kono ali ke president ulti isaje mota fula moy mankara bar momon dindato mankara adum politiko ni wala kat na de moka ke fenti kamol mara ngole tarijam so ni atre ko itelo na manna ite be siri ni ite face iko ye do face wo ko mom men mankaram wol yaaje ko ni munna bankolati ni munna political party wolati andu ni yaaji be baake political party wol ko no be tembo men to say men be bambandim political la kende abe ni yaaji be baake ila karama jamfa nin to mondro sita ifana ko le fasa kaaje ko ni nyanda ngela kansulotele ala karam warta wa makama waraba mbatel kala je mbatel kala mewti mbatel kala president kantu ngajele adama bina wato men ye ku jamal le funtini a karanta Angleterre ay kurda wurwula le soto ay million sayle soto dobe silim waje ko baw ñine karanta ya jame do mbar ngake je the same people e ka men advocate sa man kara abe sila tumo me ko di table ñine atnandi sometimes de ka mo dol dispute bu kala fi ni ji diamo because ite kala panke to te politiko kono ite afoten kunu yenyi wafima bi ena ya fote bu don kolonti
now can you focus on the topics we will discuss?
Yeah, no, left of focus la ñu do
NPP called
no ba ñu ko be mo la kunna mene yalla ta fanga ya fa ko UDP ni MPP la problem oti
yeah exactly so but it has to do with
la mo dro you understand so Mr. Fenkato Jobarteh ngamira bawo be civil society organizational kono ali opposition fanan kumandi ali mansa kunda ali sindi bula kele ntelafta ali men advocate wala min do alla party agenda lo ali yoli samba ali yoli wafi molma killing flan jang mansa kunda fanan e lo ila lo lato ni membe mansa kunda criticize lay dan bula mu jannati inyanta nyine kala because dole fanan bije wol ka mansa kunda to nyine modo bije nteni tebe sirinte nyame ni mo fa be di minale hana banki hanen tela nyantolam bar ni nga foyte Madi Jobarteh ite wuluta dame boraba kulu woni khormole bije ila nyanto o kanati nan di ya samba bake kamo doya isi kumo fo modoye asa tare maneni hani la musoni ndambi ne la ga fa ko la wato sital bari bu ga fa ngata nyi donki ka kumo nyi nyandilo annanga na futu kuma nyi malam mansa kunda fana isi fem fa sa tare ko maneni ima kajafi iman kuma jawo fa isa educate no ko bela ko mi ba fo kan jame polisol data polisol ka bari la kuma counter jay nena man ta opposition ya fa ko hanni yo ke mo fo jam ita opposition ya fa ha alfana nal benyin benke kante wala protestol ma al bita kan nyamen ten mo fo de ila ta black ni neka wala mo te mansa kunda du mansa kunda ka mo mara mo na la mara fo ka sen wala wato even in offices
ya mara kanye la posol no man nyembora dabo fa
ani ay kilin ne fo ngala opinion defana mbolo at dabo
okay
defana na opinion
no I'm just trying to ask whether he has a facts or opinions
me fo mbolo fo kay ngo buba
since they are opinions I'm fine with it
ila do kula do jam kodi okay do ko nyimbe gambia je nyola isi man sa tele nyola satari manen isa ya mardu la satari makada ngini be kulati me alon ko kumata polisol ka dol arrest nter la jero fon fe aka ke dol fon la fon kolati ato do security let because ni mo neni ñaaton ko mo wuli keme fula wala mo wuli keme nan ye quartier fay mo me kanunti ya baye har maden dum man timma ite o neni yena banko kay ko be yayla as keno do kamfa asi ma nu kun kono bar nim police ye kumande itate dankuila isi loi isi den loi la ya fa ñina mu luwat abida min do la won kidi dulat
wote sa bahum arrest non ndikatu ñine fala
no buba yalla ndeka men foy
bahum ko woni
okay say même fo kay tay ite be gambe jam ndeka ñi moy tel la bahum
so ite bu kala ndiro
nte bu kala ndiro
okay alright
yalla nandiri fulala bije
tali
mo son fo asam da ko yanene
but ite be fan contradict la ite sai ika foko ite hamana kay ko hati ni be ise ye diamu mola ita nenna ye diamu mola ita kaja fila so munati na ñi mo ngamoy la ye min fo ngamoy la munati na ñi mo ate ni mol te diamu la andu ita fil la ko aye nenne munati na wote wokela
ite kalo la ñanto la bakel ko di say ayenel
ko
ite ba
na kay ko hati
ma sama
several times
okay dane asama luwatu la ba
juma
baaxu
no
nene ngaw ton kun
bari police ko minul muta mu ne juma le ke samba luwato
ndeka me fo
continue
kamo sonfo anin kan nendiroke imanke kilinti anin ka firoke imanyi le bonde nyoto nyin kusabo
okay go ahead now
imanyi le bonde nyoto
go ahead continue yeah
ndabe da men fo kay ko isi mo sonfo ay kam fa amira yanene bar ndeka men fo nyi wala nyinti ko me modol bi je wol kan nendiro menke anika kuma kan men fo woka suti ya nendiro la ana ka ken nendiro la fanan
police on yande arrest la
okay o lo la ni police o arrest ni data je ira so lo yamta vote
okay
ini ya bondi nyoto but police also have right to arrest anybody as a suspect
okay go ahead
it's okay no it depends ye arrest dali lo menka you are entitled to take your lawyer to defend so jina bije so ndeka fo même fo madi ila palaso mu place kumbalti bari idel fanana palaso be diamo bunda to adu mol kay la moyto le alla diamolu anal ka balankol mella al nyanti koros la bake ay ke society be tati akana diki man sadam ma takan bar civil society nyim fanan al yamaro diwol fanana men nyante te la nyantoti iko tamandi menke manke la nyantoti ko tamandi ñine mun tela pointoti tela miro I may stand to be correct or wrong bar tela miro defana mbolo fo kay
absolutely
you understand so nimbo toto sina I mean to ma
I president on land ko male and also the bill
president on land man fellong woto local government
okay all right yeah that is fair enough
te fel fono la woto bar nimbe ya feel ko ama nyana so ya samani
ya samba kito
la
court yeah that is right I fully agree with that yes
so biro même for national assembly man sa kundala biro lo mu ka samba ji bawo ni be few fending dund la jang anyanda tala aussi lol ya samba député bu ko na to député lo wo député lo itel yaati nyaati nde lafta ku kilin kila wotu la to coming sometimes nim fenata na ministalu wala fembinala ye bilo ni justify ya fo mole ko nyaaje be nyinkela nyina mo because to men be sirin dol bi je wol fon mo harmi bilo understand mo ka lolo dro samu ya ko he ko yimbe ko di batale be nyini jolala mun nan ni ba jo kala mo ma understand handi bi to dol fon bi je billahi man nyim bilo ni understand bare même bi je dro wala mo kacha aw dibitol mel bi je ni ko ali ngejo ngela fonkol jo la dibitol jo ngajele ko moto ko be kabenta wala
ani la yin salary ko
nyim fane be kabenta no yaje
so they only agree on things that has to do with them personally
ni defo bi je wala mu
things that has to do with the citizens that took the that put them there,
No, but
they have a problem. They have a problem with them.
ha mbadu la mo
for call me ala
Tumanja stood against the salary.
yeah okay.
Exactly.
2021.
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely.
Okay. Sign.
Even the vehicle thing
Bara-
also.
no,
The
bara
vehicle
ama-
thing, we
ama-
saw her,
ama
you know.
jamfa.
Huh?
Jobarteh
Kanyam fanya.
ama jamfa
Jamfa.
ninte jamfa ta billah wallahi jamfa ta ko ko ne de tourner la ntele day ñim fo
Well, you know your people.
no my people
You know them. So you can speak on their behalf.
no ndaka ben fo wala mu ñinti ko yaay tuwa karandiw mbe mu tuwa karandiw bare nga su tendi le men nga su ngande ko fanantendi double standard o siatam kuno bakale so many ya lon ko faran la tan tella wala ka tarantel fa sala droit bare wallahi sa foy ko hani ñin ne fa men fele na be député bon kono ñim facility men sur ta fala hani
abata
ba tala mo le fana be loren KMC kono men ko kan sulol mantar do kula
You're entitled to your opinion because you don't.
Yes,
You're entitled to your opinion.
mbole fo kay so say même
Yen nene Bantaba le no, but nene outside of Bantaba ima won nene long. Wala tinna ya mira konte
atuta
bata.
dibitolu bulu ni be few fendin dund la ñim banko kan ay kela legacy bawo sinin man sa dole bina
abo ende ko tay mo mi tra jama
dole binal so wala be ko ñin kono banko ñin nga jibe ñoo fedron sura fulol ka fu menna muru fop ko farñe.
Okay, all right. Thank you, Talib. But MC,
Give me just 1 second, huh? You know, Talibo has said something here.
I will respond to you 2 seconds.
No problem. But no problem totally, huh? Madi Lafonia, among Kabrin Jayajame, among Faling. Before 2016, is the same, among Faling. After 2016, among Faling. Madi La Kenya, before and after among Faling. Min Falinta, wait. Min Falinta wolem nyatankoya, wole Falinta. And do nyatankoya membe jang, nying administration. Before they became the administration, they did not have a problem with Madi's utterances, with Madi's writings, with Madi's way of activism, with Madi's advocacy for protest and everything. They never had a problem with it. And for me, the greatest dishonesty and deception is, it's a problem now. Nothing has changed. But then how they saw it before and how they see it now is different. And that is my problem.
But you have no problem with them. I tell you, coalition of form. So
I have never had problem with that. I have never had problem with that.
Also because he need a problem also.
okay.
Juma,
Thank you so much.
Juma a problem also. But it hasn't changed anything. I've always been an activist.
Okay, thank you so much. MC Kara, please.
Jërëjëf Buuba maa ngi laa gërëm bu baax foog naa ne nee na mu ngi wax ne soo oote activiste soo ooyee Madi ak Juka xawma ak
Pasamba Dia ko jeeya
wala moom tam daf si war a boole boppam
nay ñi seen level eggagu ba fa ñi seen level eggagu ba fa
loolu mooy
definitely
non ñetta ñi eggagu ba fa
nee na ku mën a joxe ndéew ak reer ak
surprise
waaw
I know
loolu moom doole neeneen la waaw so nee na mu loo ko génne si activiste yi Gambia foog naa lu ma bëgg ñu gën a waxtaan mooy dafa baax ñu xam lan mooy rôle activiste si dëkk activiste lu si ëppa du ana nguur ñoom luy doxal réew la ñu xool mooy bokkut benn parti soo demee in Sénégal di have activiste nga xam ne ñooñu ñooy taxaw lu nguur def lu nga xam ne jaadu ñu taxaw ne d'accord ñu si lii loolu mooy rôle activiste du ana nguur am na ay supporters am na ñoo xam ne ñoo koy support muy am na ay base ñooy liggéey nguur defeen nguur bi mais activiste moom dafa laal opposition bi laal nguur bi waaye tey ñun ñu war a gën a laal mooy ñu amee kees réew mi ñan lañ jox doole ñu nekk président réew mi ñooy fal ñooy fool yi loolu ay suñu ñëpp suñu nekk loolu la activiste di xool loolu mooy loolu activiste Madi am na wax mu keroog wax na ko si suma parti leader man d'accord maa moom mu waxee ne bu baro bu paa bi la daa bu waxee ne léegi fu mu nekk nii amatul léegi gasa la
waaw
génn na mu ne non paa yi wax loolu ma ne ko loolu opposition leader loolu nga war a wax because paa bi si man dafa xaw a sof si weni comme to naka xul account nu damay baro because soo gisee yu bëri mu ngi xew si dëkk bi gars NPP ni def lu ko ne si moom la as the leader of the mu ngi opposition party in this country because soo demee other country opposition party in other country kenn du leen caaxane boo da ngaa gis xale bu ndaw taxaw di saaga lawyer Darboe lu ko ne si political rally of nekk NPP loolu ñu ngi ko gis so ma ne pare Barrow moo door loolu président bi so foog naa bu maa di waxee loolu man d'accord ma ne non man gis naa opposition other country xam ne nu ngay agressif si government ak fii du benn fii lu bëri nguur a nga def lu ko neex si dëkk bi fii opposition bi masalan toog ma ne waa lan suñu opposition bi sax si man dafa des bon other countries nga xam ne tey gis ngeen nguur def lu ko ne ñu fay taxaw opposition bay taxaw duñ d'accord si lii waaye tey suñ Mali soo xoolee Mali bi time Yaya Jammeh time maa ngi APRC dama ko doon mere because mu ngi xool account di government time nu ñëpp ñu ngi waaw xam nga kii booy ba tey loolu mu ngi continuer dem even tey nu UDP suñ ñëwee government sax dafa continuer loolu mooy rôle activiste so kon tey lu ñu war a xam mooy this dialogue bi man personnellement man bëggoon naa suma parti bi dem si dialogue bi because def naa si ay audio waxtaan naa si forum bi time boobu lu la am waaye bu ma demee si biir dama rëccu sax lu tax suñu parti dem because lu tax ma def analyse ne gars yi war a dem because dama foog ne trap la because suñu parti suñu demut ñu ne waa gis nga oote neen pour ñu waxtaanee réew mi UDP nag nga dem amul xalaat ay des bu baax si réew mi ma ne leen leen dem attend dialogue bi because suñu demul rek mun nañu use loolu politically pour demee parti bi ne xëy na parti bi amul xelaat amul ay des yu baax parti bi moom affaire fit na rek because loolu la gars yi libéré parti bi so suñu demul ma ne leen man lu ma gëm mooy na parti bi dem waaye bu after dialogue bi lan moo am gis nañ saani xeer ñëwaat gaaruwaale yi ñëwaat attaquante yi ñëwaat loolu is normal politique war tam language dañ ko war a xoolaat lan lañ fi war a dialogue sax loolu mooy number one because dialogue bi am na nataalu leen fële ki nekk wax na sa wax from there jeex na so suñ ñëwee si affaire yi naka mbiri laan
bi woon
xam nga nguuri Adama Barrow du ndey jàng yow da nga ñëw si réew am ko fi nekkoon si government bi fii 22 years as président nga ne mënut a am benn kër ngeen nangu këram yëpp benn kër moo des muy kër famille muy kanilaay ngeen isi commission jaay ne commission.
waaye loolu moom ko sax loolu.
kër famille am la waaw. kër famille am
loolu has been there before muy ñëw président. so loolu kenn amu ci droit waaw ngeen nangu anything loo xam ne ci turam la ne.
yëpp ngeen nangu ko. léegi yéen ngeen ñëwaat di same thing yéen ko defaat yéen a ngi jël ay kër di ko jox ay ministres peut être loi bi ay daka laan ak bi lu mu wax yëpp dafa leer yow xam nga ne laan boobu ñu dañ ko alloqué pour ci justice lu ama ba doon wax si press release bi sa loolu saaga la xaste la ne ñoom laan mënu koo développe ñaata political bureau ngeen di liggéey fii within 3 months nguur mënut a liggéey laan pour ci justice dëkk fa loolu moo tax jox ko président bi.
That's a party, not a government.
Government war na mën a am budget through the ministry of naka justice.
That's our own party.
Through si judicial bi ngay am budget pour liggéey loolu through si justice di budget war na fa ma nekk. mu ne loolu ñu bil fa suñ fa bil benn salle ak ñaari cabinet sax ñu bil ko fa ñu fens ko. ba loolu yaa ngi koo liggéeyal lu mu liggéey Barrow lu mu liggéey foofu mu ngi koo liggéeyal ci justice la koo liggéeyal keneen bu ci buy ñëwaat because keneen beneen government buy ñëwaat loolu da nga koo nangu. benn ngoy mu ñëwaat da nga nangu loolu soo loolu jarul dem court jarul coow jarul dara na ko sababam rafet comme lu Halifa Sallah waxoon Yaya Jammeh tabaxal dëkk bi yëpp bu rafet ñu ne Yaya Jammeh mu ngi tabax mu tabax dëkk bi yëpp fan la mujjee si ñun la ñu mujjee yaat rek ana këram Amérique fan la mujjee jaayin ko ñu ngi ko jox victime si yow loolu yëpp yow as président gis nga loolu mu ngi xew yow soo yaa isi commission yaa gis loolu léegi yow yaa ngi defaat loolu boobu mu ne nunu ngay liggéey rek because yow dem nga ay sa record yang fa dem nga ay si boo demee nominations da nga yow list compounds yoo am yow mu ngi fa soxlawuloo ministre of justice sometime mu laa wax si mbiri law bi as président yaa ngi am more time too ngay read constitution bi nga xam law bi lu mu wax nga xam ak si lu mu wax as a président sooy wax di court si constitution bi nga ne ko ministre bi ni man yaa nga jox lii de waaye law bi waxul lii du ma ko jël du ma ko laal Barrow wax na fi gàmmeen si ne dafa dog salaire bi 10%. léegi am na ñaata yées léegi si man ko bu fa la ko dugal ana opposition bi loolu yëpp rôle opposition bi la bu mu taxawee si airport bi ne dafa dog salaire bi 10% ana 10% boobu ñaata at la léegi fan la ko dugal fan la xaalis bu dugal loolu yooyu dañ ko war a laajte sëñ bi moo tax ma ne su xoolee suñu opposition bi ñu ngaa war a taxawee as loolu opposition dafa des si réew mi loolu mooy dëgg because kenn ku nekk yaa ngi ragal waa nga wax ñu ne yaa ngi dimbale ki nga wax ñu ne waaw yéen fitna because réew tam il faut tam nga jël stance as opposition parce que ñi dem bëri fitna dem bëri wax wane waxal nga xam ne mooy make sense si yàgga ñu yàgga ne la fa fekka
waaye MC agree na opposition parties right but what about the civil society
foofu laay ñëw maa ngi ñëw foofu tam
what about the civil society we don't have any in this country anymore
maa ngi ñëw foofu xam nga problème Gambie lu fi nekk wax nga fi nee sa biir wax maa ngi ko dégg nga ne te da ngaa bañ lii ëllëg nga nangu lii ñun problème bu am Gambie mooy lii féewoon na ma du ma si wax lii féewoon na du ma si wax wala nee na suma mbokk la suma xarit la lii du ma si wax because ne bëgg ma offert nee loolu mooy yaxa réew mi peut-être soo xasee ba nekk si activiste o nga nekk si politique nekk si opposition yow la war a xool mooy réew nga war a si Gambie number 1 moo tax man bëriwuma xarit because man lu ma bëgg a war a mu ko dee wax suñu pere ñi day si biti nga mere ma awma si problème boo dama gëm ne président Barrow lu mu sampa foofu buuba wax naa ko suma interview suma audio ma ne leen nun la koo sampal réew mi la ko mi la ko sampal dañ ko nangu because nangu na bu Yaya Jammeh ku nekk 20 président yow nga nekk only less than 10 years président yow ngay sampa
so si protest bi
si mbiri protest bi it's one of the most successful protest la ba nga xam ne boo soo xoolee apart from the 3 years jot na boobu it was backed by a political party whatever but bii kañ lañ jógee après mooy Friday man du ma dee xool numbers in protest ñu dee wana numbers yi bëri wut ni man xooluma loolu ma dee xool message bi laa dee xool even a poor farmer mun naa jóg taxaw mu ne man lii mu mën a xarit ba mu kenn message baa gën a am solo that not about soo demee Europe doo dee gis gars yi si ay thousand of people déedéet kenn mooy ñetti mooy taxaw rek def lu def wala gofi maa ngi leen déglu foog naa tey man dama gëm ne waxuma ne yokkute warta am wax naa ko mu leer nañ waxuma ne jooji si warul am bénéfice waxuma loolu waaye dama ne suñu yaay yi bale si office yi te ñu ne jooji suñ jeexalee seen liggéey jeex na duñ am fu ñu liggéey duñ am lu leen liggéeyaat waaye suñu yaay yi di eewu fajar dem si office yi di bale suñ dee ba nga xam ne matuñ bale sax duñ am dara kii nay nee na kansula man kansula la kansula am na salari
nope
lu tax boole mu si kansula yi kansula amul salari allowance la kansula am
MC Baye
téléphone la téléphone la
MC Baye ma waay
dem si kansula
lu tax loolu
dem si
lu tax gars yi dugaloon bill pour kansula yi ñuy am salari
okay you're fighting for
dama la wax loolu lu tax loolu
okay
te da ngaa dem da ngaa jeexal kansulo nga mujjee doo am dara loolu tee lu daal jooji si mooy dal kansulo itam bu nga da ngaa saaf sa temps for 10 years am na nga nekk doo am dara
I know right
zéro xam nga nag kansulo laa gis fii tey foo ma kansulo yi APRC dem na nga xool leen KMC xam naa leen kii xam na leen am na ma gars yi de campé
boo leen ñëw yéen
kii xam na ma gars yi campé xam na loolu naka la gars yi de struggle so kon tey bala ngaa dem di yokka xam nga Gambie right now dafa den tollu si économie hardship dëkk bi dafa métti économie baa ngi métti dara wàññeeku si réew mi bala nga nekk di yokka doo seet na nga mën a wàññi dunda yi
from 7,000 to 25,000
nga wàññi dunda bi
who is that
what is 25,000
nga wàññi dunda bi
councillors are receiving 25,000
ni yela ko be ka fu ñoma 20 si
ma ne loolu si loolu allowance bi salari
where kan lañ ko dee jox
KMC
really
yi nga ite alo
that's what you receive MC
man xam nga day si facilité bi
wala la fo mo le
day si facilité bi
ala fo
day simple
ala la salary fo mo le
du salari
mais amul kansul do la salary fo
salari amul kansul allowance dafa allowance moo am du salari allowance moo am du salari
abemu ko do kal jala kal so
I have never received that so I don't know why
so la ko be ka fu ñoma 20,000
abla ko indi time ba
wa do ma time be ma yow doguma la bay ma ret ak sa allowance ak sa ba day ba yow am nga right nga ñu ci council bi nga laaj
moom mi nekkul council li mo receive mo pa
léegi
allowance am nañu ko
waxtaan rek dama la laaj rek man sa salary
man aw ma salary allowance laa day am
yow am loo salary
allowance laa day am aw ma salary allowance laa day am
okay go ahead
allowance laa day du salary council amul salary loolu mooy dégg amul salary
allowance ñaar
xaw ma ne waaye council amul léegi da nga nangu allowance
MC demal
so understand nga léegi waaw lu mu bëgg nga understand mooy su ñëwee naka si affaire yi naka protest bi man dama gëm ne ñëpp da war a door di xool askan bi ñu gën a am lowest end ñu la nguur war a gën a consider because soo xoolee tey lu ñu gis tey mooy député yi ñoo nekk di yokk seen salary ak gof ministre si nga bëgg a door judicial bi so loolu yëpp waaye ñu xam ne tey ni ngay am teachers yaa ngi struggle police yaa ngi struggle soldat yaa ngi struggle messenger yi si office yi driver yi nga xam ne ñu ngi si office yi kenn amul salary bu baax peut-être Gambie dafa toll dégg nga xam ne dañu war di cote bi ko ànd bi ni ngay cote fu mu nekk dëkk baa ngi ànd baa ngi seer dëkk baa ngi xiif yaa ngi xiif fu mu nekk nii économie xaar si bi dëkk bi so bala nga nekk di yow yaa ngi xool ñii waaye si yaa ngi bàyyi ñu xam ne ñi ngi struggle moo tax man ma génn bokk si protest bi peut-être gis naa ne protest bi député yi nga xam ne tey ñoom ñoo war a vote lii gis nga Gambie problème bu am ñi ngi wax baro government bi de wala ñu gën a garaaw mooy député yi ñu gën a garaaw mooy député yi parce que lu ñu fa gis mooy yokkute la gis si ñoom seen constituency yi amee la sax amul yoon yu baax amul ndox amee la ambulance sax problème la fa loolu yëpp tey mu ngi seen constituency yi peut-être tey am na député yi suñu waree vote bill normally gars yi war a dem tey si lifi naka si seen constituency yi dem waxtaan ak gars yi ne bill sangam nga ñëw si néegi député yi ñaara député ñooy def loolu ñooy dem seen constituency yi waxtaan seen waa constituency yi doo ko dégg ñoom ñooy boot seen baag yi dem si office bi dem si cimba bi vote ne waa d'accord ne si d'accord ne waaye day war di waxtaan seen constituency yi ne bill sangam nga war a ñëw de war a yokkute yi moo war a am boo tey lu gën a am mooy économique hard si bu nekk si dëkk bi fii na gars yi consider ñu xam ne ñoo am di lowest and salary suñu yaay yi nga xam ne di nga bale si marché yi si office yi ñooy leen war a gën a xool
thank you
am na beneen war a ñëwaat laaj nga Madi man wax naa si dialogue bi wax naa si naka laan bi ak député yi fanaa jeex na
seen yeloo
protest
waaw kon jeex na kon
waaye xam nga man ma gisee MC si protest bi dama tiit
yaa bari kol ne ma de
non dama tiit dama ne xam nga len na bi am na impact MC ak protest
xam nga politicians si celebrities leen non dem rek diw sangam mu fa waaye di objective there
man maa fa
déedéet
ndel nga ñëw loon
ko nga ñindi yela
natalo be dame video be dame
listen, let me tell you the night before the mayoral election ntol botale and people calling attack tear gas tita and everything else I call MC why did it waaye xam nga dafa guddi I was like MC I'm dying
am na mu ngo monitor
mu ne xam nga affaire bi óorut dangaa ñëw Guinea xam nga ñu arrest
ay ma sal kat la dama ay vote dama Guinea gaay ngay vote so ma ko calculé ma arrest du ma Guinea gaay ngay vote ñoom ñu attaque boobu élection bu su ma téye dañ ma ay vote pare moom lay Guinea gaay di so ma du ma gën a guddi
ako bari fi anything to respond ila femol to ila diamol to after saranyo la tay mo bandal if you have anything to respond
well probably issues Talibu men raise ko boraba ni be kumo fala moy batadami which is important about cultural context men focal so that if that is an analysis, ni baro fanan ko dabo ko aka network ko lose la. So yalon comme ako kumodo be jamanke ndendirti bar kumodo be jendindiro. So ndere do la ngafo na ala fay o nyaton ko e kaniro ko lose la. All right. And so fire reaction no wulen and we have seen that.
But janno tema.
No,
janno tema. Man abetambi la janno tema. Kumo dole fota ko baro fama fam. Amam fen soto nyim banko kan.
Okay.
Amam fen keta jam.
Okay.
Kuma leka kuma jam.
Waaye bu reply
That's fine. So kuma ne ojibe komi mala obata dabole dakono.
Ahanga.
Okay. But not that I'm
honestly, to be honest with you.
all right. Amanga kuma di menyi nyara. But coming tala pon mumenti. From bela lord laji bela makamo kaji ko hani kumo manyinya si respond ato nyame. All right. So and that primary responsibility be president on the and womange gambe don din kawaja hani tuba bolia. One example ne have for Bladoto. America kenin do soto McCain presidential candidate McCain abe campaign la musunin do nata ani Obama kako Obama is a Muslim, I mean, you know, and sort of comments like that aba kumo kono McCain kumo busabulo Michael busabulo akako no Obama manke terrorist manke Muslim ti American dimulam dimbetolam natele be president ya nyinyola na miro le fatata be nyim banko yiro wala nyame bar mo kendolo now near the language menkabo from the president's camp ika fear mongering leke and you know derogatory remarks memma nyinya democracy kono just amamme demba sabale the minister ya fuko ni like UDP bankota akumalo for bankobe malala bang or something would happen. Now that is not a democratic comment because in a multi-party democracy lesotho and so differences of opinion wrong how the government should grow. So but to create a narrative remember that the other party is a tribalist party or is a violent party, wo benda democracy le undermine kan. We should just say because we have difference in opinion, and but mela interest mukabanko the coming talibo fire fanyame. Yeah, but then ngani instances jele mealonko on Barrow's own platform wars auditor against the opposition. Ahmad Balota at State House, ako opposition are rats, for example. And action montage. Alenyi bahum kending memfo because nada ko ado ni na ado benyame. Bahum ya sa Facebook ay usenu na talo kije ay musudola talo kije ako nyi musujuba usenu na sunkuto nyet. This is usenu's girlfriend.
No, even Mama Kandisa.
That's just one example.
I disagree with you in this position. It doesn't matter that Malta for but opposition for abandon of the collective.
Sunday ndema mo fasa UDP o seno dabo ni kuke kuba fo memba nyinya ndana manda korala ngawla fo ni mama kande bang but even ni kuke may jantolom APS ndenga APS defend jande that they have a right to protest 2017 18 ma from you know ekobe didala pamgolo they have a right to protest even with everything one can say about ya jame or APRC. So ndema mo fasa, but Mansakunda, you know, ndema lafika for Mansakunda. Bankola maral bunda, mu bunda ti meal ko banko di be jante nyati dalal, legitimately, because wala be banko mark.
O manko.
Bankola na flow be wala bulu. Kaje ko be slow be so amanke comme interesting be karadola tembe dole fasa hani nga NPP soton nga UDP soton will be political parties but then the government finance soton as the president so Barrow two positions babulu party leader and president yeah as party leader all party leaders all political parties are also legitimate targets for citizens to scrutinize ninko legitimate target mafa ning balafrin kona ning kelo kona ning foko membe na wolom nga nyati la nge kontibo nge check accountability all right so and wo ndel beloro wasiro raka yeah the other issues melbije whether you land issue not ban bill so mel thing and you know police on the issue I think that's a follow and maybe that's where I would agree with Taliban about the citizenry to realize their responsibility that the Gambia is a sovereign republic and this country it belongs to all of us And each and every citizen should stand to make sure the Constitution is upheld, is defended. I get surprised when people call me human rights activist. Because in my mind, everybody should be an activist, including President Barrow. An activist for justice, an activist for the rule of law, an activist for equality, activist for peace. So imagine how a citizen cannot be an activist. And if we are all activists, then we will solve our problem. Corruption would not have happened. All these, violations we are talking about, they wouldn't have happened. Yeah, but there were Saro Bijay Kafeke, apart from culture to culture, and coming MC Afanyame, Nere is in that list.
Yeah.
It's an inspiration.
Yes, definitely.
Yes. Ndefana Gasile, and ask myself, what is her motivation? Where does she get her energy? And, where does she get her courage? Yeah. But that is what a good citizen should be like. That's what the Constitution requires us to do. Because the Constitution, even I write the morally to defend it. So for me, my understanding of the Constitution is that everybody should be an activist to defend the Constitution and the Republic. So this, in that work, political parties have big job to do. And I think I agree with MC again. Political parties are doing less. Both ruling party and the opposition, they are doing less. Yeah, I think they all bear responsibility to safeguard the peace, the stability, the democracy and the good governance of this country, the development of this country. But I think our political parties are doing less. But then the media has a role there. And we can point to certain media activities like this. They are very good for democracy. But I still believe the media can do even a lot more. Yes. And of course, the rest of the citizenry is to begin to make themselves aware of what it means to be a citizen. Just before I came here, I was in another event. And in the sidelines talking with some youths, we are citizens. And I said, what is a citizen? What is the definition of a citizen? If you are born in a country, you are a citizen. You don't know. Donkeys and cows are born in this country. Trees are born in this country, but we don't call them citizens,
Yes,
even though they are
that's
animals we know. So citizenship by our constitution, apart from being born here, is to have rights and responsibilities. And the constitution has given you rights and duties. So it's the performance of those rights and duties that is expected of everyone. So if you are a citizen and you are not performing, exercising your rights and fulfilling your duties, then you are less a citizen. And I think that is the tragedy we face in this country, not having active, conscious citizens for the most part. So that when things happen like this protest, yes, numbers don't matter, but numbers also matter. And you see a lot of those things, and people don't seem to understand why people are doing this. I remember bring down tariffs. That Team Gopsabomba did in front of Nawek.
Doing a protest,
And all of those was the Fadoy, and also people will be passing watching like strange. What are these people doing?
I remember.
But everybody pays Nawek tariff, and so on. And so until we have that active conscious citizenship, because it is not also just the government, the political parties, and you see the media and civil society that will make Gambia governed in the proper way. At the end of the day, it is also about the rest of the citizenry.
That's right.
So it's been great being here and hearing all the perspectives. Interesting. But to assure Talibo, I have no favorite about the political parties.
No,
about the politicians.
nte aje ka fo ko sinkiling be dula doto sinkiling be dula
So which is something.
mo
No, it's fine.
Yeah,
Which is something
Modern
that we have dealt with.
Yes.
I've even been accused of being NPP sometimes. And that is also typical of Namul Belbe in politics. If you confront them, I think if they cannot respond to you on the issues, they have to deflect it to say, you belong to the opposition. And UDP is a very easy target for that. But that is fine also.
Is your problem. You
at the end of the day, at the end of the day, like you, like everyone, I have a right to join NPP or UDP or GDC or DOI and so on. That is my constitutional right, to the point that should not even be a subject of discussion. Like where I belong, because that is my right.
Yeah, it's a right. That's right.
So I think we rather deal with the issue than to create a perception.
Uncle Mari, content back
muntuma lembe baro soto la na bantaba ando muntuma sekonde muntuma lem baro be da nakala ko do hate molla bayol karala itele ya promise ja
Baro will watch this program.
Be ñenen kala
Baro will obviously watch this program.
ngata ko fo minto season 1 year has passed the second year the second year we are halfway
ni MC ta
ala tan panel sol be samala state house jani baro bina
dal nata dron baro bi dal.
Okay, thank you so much.
ngata je pour mo
yalla tata haji do la je nim fanam bita haji do la
bari tam tol man bantaba ko mo fo
hani ma fale yo fo de ngo yalla tata ko di
So to make it short dafa bëgg panelist yëpp ñu dem state house ba ñëw
benn rek
way balang fa dem nga am fa soxla ne fofu nekkul fo xamne rek nga dem rek nga dugal
mo jaxal
nekkul fo xamne nga dem dugal talibo
isinu Lamin Cham rek mu ñëw
Lamin Cham mo su gene sarahi
say talibe na
yapi gay
talbe ñëw na fi
no ani talbe lam talbe
ñëw na fi talbe ñëw na
ba signature na
talib on a serious note mo kondat ya fo jang ko fanan ko maymuna balde ayela bayo kara ite ko abe mol fanan bayo kara amanna hani
mu lo isi ken fi.
Thank you so much. I'll tend to kalje bake milbe jibero ke garnum ba fulale ko ala barka bake nga of course nga Uncle Mari fam tend to kaje bake kana janke dan control mangamirante dama bankaram but mo jamal be karana makawol to yalon ko of course wolle fota jambi nga na sponsor tend to of course smart GSM technology altera taboko nice building ibe jele fanang talending opposite fa baka to mo jara la kordato late kunda bambo gara so ranim base eco bank balaje kabo itel techno samsung ka be wafile kara fa television wali ka be wafile na lafta korda kendo sana dongal sitano Kerr Finder aleta korda kendo lu sanje ya soto karol bella ika korda lo farankele natra kene kenson le be bulu bari natra lafta korda lo rim banding wala ya Jamal fanan sotele mi alon koy be wafikan alila nombal ta screen o duma MFH group LG nin suñu kër ngebe tendu ke jey bake to fanan ka taber lan joram bagage Jamal le wafi anim bagage kendolu ñi Jamal la ban fengolu mi alon koy ka wafi la kundal to taring Gambia banko kan jang altaje don alisita bagage la le fen kende kendol soroje na technician bi Siré Dramé le muta Masingo to camera to Fat Silla na China marango murtananne and of course Lamin Diallo aning Mustafa Kamara ngebe tinduke je baki katarajem programme o koma bimbe muranale ne obe kera arjumana alati bye bye.
Are you tired of your outdated mobile phone? Are you in search of the latest and most advanced mobile devices available? Look no further. Welcome to Smart GSM Technology, your ultimate destination for all your mobile phone needs. At Smart GSM Technology, we take pride in offering the widest array of cutting-edge mobile phones on the market today. Whether you are an Android enthusiast or an Apple aficionado, we have the perfect device for you. Our dedicated team of experts is here to assist you in finding the ideal device that fits your lifestyle and budget. Whether you are seeking a sleek and powerful flagship phone from leading brands like Samsung, Apple, Huawei, the latest Tecno and Itel phones, or something simpler like original Android and iPhone chargers, power banks, flat screen TVs ranging from 32 to 55 inches, and various electronics materials, we have got you covered. Looking for a budget-friendly option without sacrificing quality? We offer a wide range of affordable smartphones that still deliver outstanding performance. Are you one of those who crave innovation? Our selection includes the latest foldable phones with their futuristic designs and versatile capabilities. But it's not just about mobile phones themselves. At Smart GSM Technology, we understand the importance of accessories in enhancing your mobile experience. From stylish cases and screen protectors to wireless chargers and Bluetooth headphones, we have everything for you under one roof. And let's not forget about our exceptional customer service. Our friendly staff is always ready to assist you with any question or technical issues you may encounter. With Smart GSM Technology, you can own your dream mobile phone without breaking the bank. So why wait? Visit Smart GSM Technology today and unlock a world of possibilities with our incredible range of mobile phones. We also offer mobile phone repairs. You can find us at our main branch at Tabokoro Nice Building, as well as locations in Talending, opposite Fabakari Tombonjara's compound, Latrikunda at the Bamboo Garage, and Base beside the EcoBank. For more information, feel free to contact us at 7466 or 75 Smart GSM Technology, where your mobile experience begins.
Kerr Finder is a real estate company that focuses on property development within the Gambia. We pride ourselves with providing not just quality and durable houses, but also state-of-the-art designs tailored to our clients' tastes and expectations. Our unique experience and expertise is second to none in the industry. We are currently building and selling 3-bedroom bungalows at Sukuta Traffic Lights and Jabang. We're also building and selling 3-bedroom story buildings at Sukuta Paradise. Other sites are also in the pipeline. With Kerr Finder, payment options are available. With just 40% deposit, you can get your house started. For more information, contact us on 329-5188, 727-0049, 709-8418. You can also check us out on Facebook and Instagram at Kerr Finder. With Kerr Finder, you are assured of a secure investment.